voices in your head. With every twist and every turn, pulling every single thread. I may have 1,000 names, but in the end they're all the same. I play whatever role you need to guide your way. Welcome to the Matrix, where I am your god. It may be a simulation, but I ain't no fraud. I play your friend and your foe, design your joy and your woe. And if the red dress caught your eye, I'm doing something right. Welcome to my world. Let's see who comes out to play tonight.
Welcome back, everyone, to Martyia! It's only been 7 days, but it feels like it's been far too long. We are For the Win, and I am your Dungeon Master, Nick, and I'm joined by 4 wonderful people, starting off with Smash.
Feeling hungry and trying not to die. Woe is resisting having a slice of lemon pie.
Don't you dare.
Perfect.
Don't you dare.
All right, Enya, Ruby, now's your chance to clap back.
Oh, yeah. I have no clapbacks.
It's on you.
I am Inyo, and my mentor, Mr. Lemon, has just died. And I carry his body with me right now. His spirit is all I have inside.
That was quite beautiful. Alex.
Cyril leveled and is ready for war, and it's gonna be a good one, cause I'm not poor!
Very true, he's got gold burning a hole in his pocket. And Matilda.
Alright, I play Sitsu. After a night of murder, mayhem, and other unsavory things, we now have to find out who's been pulling all the strings.
Who indeed? And last session was eventful. You had your showdown with the Sisters of Dorelion, wherein Lemon did die. And in an attempt to bring him back, Cyril had a very important decision to make. Does he let Lemon stay dead, or does he offer himself in his place? And after a very pregnant pause, Cyril decided not to do it. And so Cyril's still alive. You then had a chance to hang out around the fire, hear from Owlin. Woe had a visit from her patron, and received the severed eyes of her parents. How fun! Then Enyo decided to sneak off after she read some of her missives on the Shadow Walker, and try to bring Lemon back to FAT, only to discover that FAT had been made, and she barely escaped to the sewers, where the rest of the party eventually met up with her outside of the tunnel that led to what they've been dubbing Vamp Daddy, but realized wasn't Vamp Daddy at all down there, as you found 2 things: a note that said naughty little girls telling naughty little lies get what they deserve, and the severed head of Kendra Horn in a mask. And we ended the session with something coming over Woe, laughing hysterically, and that is where we will resume. Woe, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Can I guide myself?
Can I guide her?
Oh, you have guidance?
I have guidance now.
I might need it.
Sitsu, you are too far away to get the guidance to her, unfortunately. But Woe suddenly drops to the ground and is just still.
Can I go check vitals? See if
Yeah.
she's alive. Run over to Will. Is she breathing?
She is. Gobblefunk is like slapping your face. Whoa, it's like, come on, what are you? This is ridiculous. What are you doing? Come on.
Gobblefunk, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything, but
Did your like person do something? Is this like
probably he's pretty upset with her last night. I think I know what needs to be done, but she's not gonna like it.
What needs to be done? Wait,
it's hungry?
like, I mean, she was just giggling, so, like, she's fine, right?
Wait,
Do we have to force feed her a body?
I think she needs to eat.
No.
Oh, I got a bunch of
tell us
fingers here.
I've got a head
knows
she can eat. That's all I got for you. It's sitting over there in a mask. That's all I got.
She had Gobblefunk cut up some of the cultists before we left, the ones that Cyril set on fire.
I'm always packing.
Oh, so can you feed
I
her
got
like a
some
bird?
fingers here.
Ew, not like a bird.
Do you think that's what I should do?
I mean, I'm thinking you should.
All right. I mean, if you think it's the best way,
I
then
mean, if you think that's the only way to wake her up and pull her out of whatever nonsense this is.
Gobblefunk just kind of bends over and retches for a second. And he pulls out just like the tiniest little sliver of something. He says,
That's
all right.
disturbing, and I've seen a lot of disturbing things.
And he pries open Woe's mouth and shoves his whole hand inside. Whoa.
Mm.
You hear the laughter echoing in your minds as your vision faded, and the sound of the laughter seems to be coming not from within you anymore, but from without, just bombarding you from all sides. And before long, the darkness lifts, and the sky is navy blue, streaked with gray swirls of cloud. There are icy shards that fall from the sky like weaponized snowflakes, and spread in the incessant wind that batters the bleak gray tundra. The ground is hard and slick with the accumulation of ice, but that's okay, because your feet are not on the ground. You are flying. You zip through the frigid landscape for what feels like a lifetime, an era, and you vaguely remember that there was a before. There were others. You weren't alone. But this part of the return is always fraught with forgetfulness, and the specifics slip away. In the distance, you spot a creature flying towards you on thin wings. As she draws close, you remember her name, Gunksack. Like all imps, like you, she is small, gangling, blistered, and hungry. Hey, Funk. Fucking hate this part, huh? Well, best get on with it. Old King Sourpuss isn't going to be any happier if we're late. And you fly on in silence. The only thing that breaks the monotony is the occasional howl or shriek of some far-off beast, or the statue-like figures of people frozen in their tracks below you. They must have trod this same path, heading to the same destination, perhaps of their own volition, perhaps not. Either way, they must have stopped moving. Bad idea. You're not sure when it happened. Was it precisely at the moment of your noticing, or was it minutes or miles back? You don't know, but suddenly the tundra and the cold are gone, and in their place is a thick, still sea of fog. Gunksack looks back at you. Says, oh, much better. And the two of you rip through the fog blindly, because it doesn't matter. All paths lead to the same point, so there's no use navigating. Soon the fog barrier breaks, and you hover at the end of a long, craggy, parched landscape at the base of a towering black castle that juts sharply into the heavens, impossibly tall. Despite being more than 100 yards from the structure, even craning your neck, you can't see the top. And maybe there isn't even a top. The sky beyond it is a dull red, no doubt because of the large crimson orb in the sky, half obscured by one of the castle's spires. You see other figures, many winged, some not, milling about. Some tug at chains that wrap around the hands or necks of severely hunched figures. They shuffle doggedly where they are led, their faces covered by hanging matted hair and ragged tatters of clothing. They seem more dead than alive. Not that they are alive, technically. A nearby figure stumbles, the tail towering devil on the other end of the chain yanks hard and the man's body lurches across the ground. The movement blows his hair back, and for a brief moment you see the face of a man so utterly beyond the point of suffering and anguish that there seems to be little of anything left to him. He rises to his feet and resumes his course. A word pops into your head from seemingly nowhere, but you know it to be true. Pact breaker. Let's keep it moving, Funk. We gotta hurry. Gunksack zips across the rock lawn to the open gates of the castle. Black metal stalactite-like spikes hang from the top of the gate, giving you the impression that you're flying into the mouth of a great beast. The landing chamber is filled with more fiends and their mortal cargo. The former drag the ladder across beds of hot coals, through plumes of fire and ice, across gauntlets composed of barbed pokers, jagged spears, and glass incendiaries. You see an individual held down while two imps funnel hornets into his mouth. And you nod. Good idea. Another locked into a chair while her toes are ripped off ever so slowly. Countless others are tortured in more or less creative ways, their cries ringing throughout the chamber, the smell of burnt flesh and blood and metal sharp in the air. The fiends seem nourished by it all, or just reveling in it. You see several almost regal-looking fiends astride great winged black horses, trotting through the chamber or flying through the air, keeping an eye on all of the grisly affairs. Above them, above you, the central tower rises high beyond your field of vision. Narrow staircases line the walls spiraling up, and up is your destination. You fly for what feels like an eternity, and eventually you draw level to a central circular platform. As you look down, you cannot see the ground. Here goes. Gunksack rises the final few feet and lands on the platform. It's large, perhaps 100 feet in diameter. On one end you see a towering throne that seems to shimmer and shudder, as if swaying in the breeze or a heat wave. As your eyes take it in, you realize what you are seeing is not made of wood or metal or stone, but of people. Fused together in a horrific tableau, limbs poke out and wriggle, heads turn, eyes open and close, mouths cry out mutely, several hundred in all. The throne of flesh is gruesome, but it can't knock the style of it. Across the platform rises what looks like a great white arched stone doorway, and beneath the arch is swirling black glass, looking glass, perhaps. There is the image of someone in it, but all you make out are two glowing red irises. Standing in front of the glass, casting no image or shadow on it, is a different figure, colossal and lean, with ethereal black robes that twist like snakes and smolder at the cuffs and hems. The figure waves a hand in front of the glass and the image fades. Gunksack. Gobblefunk. Gunksack slinks forward and bends down, her head touching the ground.
Forgive me, your monstrosity. I did everything I could. She was doing so well. I mean, look at your throne, so stately, your repugnance. But then she went and she got herself caught and killed. It wasn't my fault, though. I did everything by the book.
The figure raises a hand and a band of shadow strikes out from their robes and wraps around Gunksack's neck. And with a swift twist, her head rolls forward, clear of her body. Anything to say for yourself, Gobblefunk? No, your obliviousness. Nothing to report. Good. At least one of you has sense. That's beating the average. Now, despite your recent failures, I still have faith in you, Gobblefunk. And I have a new pet project for you. One that is malleable, one with promise. A shadowy hand waves in front of the black glass and it shimmers, revealing the still image of a purple-skinned young woman. Horns spiral from her head. She is hungry for life, for power, for purpose, and we shall give it to her, Gobblefunk. And what about your brother's champion, your gruesomeness? Is he faltered, or is the scale finally about to tip? The figure turns and strides forward. And from across the platform, they seem merely tall, But as they close the distance, you see their true imposing size. You feel yourself tremble as they lean down, and their head, 10 times the size of your body, stops a mere foot away. Instinctively, you drop your gaze. Even the slightest of missteps at this point, and you'll end up like Gunksack. You need not concern yourself, Gobblefunk. Know your place. But rest easy knowing that change is coming. This one, and they point or gesture off toward the glass, is merely a failsafe. She lacks conviction, so guide her. Yes, of course, your malignancy. Go. There's a crackle of flame, and you feel your body pulled apart atom by atom, the physical form dissolving, leaving only the raw essence compressed tighter and tighter and tighter until you're certain that you have ceased to be. There can't be anything left of you. And then you explode outward from the singularity that is you into the stillness of the night, stone all around you, city lights in the distance, the young woman from the glass standing a few feet away, staring at you wide-eyed. And whoa. Suddenly your eyes flutter open and you see Gobblefunk sways and hits the ground and disappears.
No.
Meta note, that was fucking awesome.
Wow, that was great, Nick. Oh.
Oh, crying, puking, throwing up, screaming, crying, throwing up. Right? That's how this goes.
Yeah.
Just go.
Again? Really? What have you guys been eating?
Oh, are you?
I gotta.
okay?
I gotta eat something.
Oh, well, the throwing up makes sense, actually. Gobblefunk baby birded you a possible baby bird.
Something from the forest, at least.
Yeah.
I don't. Gobble had it.
Yeah. He took something from his what he'd already eaten
Stomach?
and gave it to you.
Yeah.
I need to eat now.
Okay, well, there's a head back here. Can you eat the head?
I got a ration.
Do you need a pinky?
I don't eat pinkies.
Oh, even on the brink of death, you still want
I'm sorry. I'm a picky eater.
What will you eat then, Woe?
I'm a picky eater, not a pinky eater.
Okay, well...
Hey, whoa! You want a lemon? Huh?
Fuck off, Cyril!
Too soon? Sorry.
I mean, he's still here, so maybe it was.
Oh,
Do you want like Kendra's head?
I mean, it doesn't have how much meat on it.
Oh, you
What
sure
about
if you
another
crack the
piece
skull
of,
open, the brain will be nice and squishy
Lyle.
still?
What about the cheeks?
I mean, do you
Yeah,
want
this-
us to just give you some privacy with the head for a minute?
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. I just don't really want to look at it.
Okay. I'll just.
I'm gonna come over here.
Talk to Lyle.
Yeah, please.
I'm guarding Lemon's body. Whoa, it's not touching Lemon.
Question for you, Nick.
Yes.
Do we have our new spells from Level Up available to us currently?
I'm going to say for you specifically, it's going to need to wait.
Okay.
Lyle, at the sound of his name, strides forward and he bends down in front of you, Woe. And he sticks his arm out. He says,
Oh!
If this is what you need, then just fucking do it.
I do it.
Oh, wow.
Like, is this like zombie movie take a chunk out, or just like a little nibble and suck a little blood?
Whoa.
Like oddly romantic, but also
Yeah.
like
Really gross.
Just a nice big bite.
Of what?
Nice
Please
big
tell
bite.
us what body part you actually
Yeah,
bite
where
at.
are you biting?
His forearm.
Okay.
It has
He like
enough
just
meat on it.
grits his teeth and
Wow.
Whoa.
After the bite, Cyril immediately puts hands on and starts to cure wounds, and is like, "I'm just glad to be part of the moment."
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that if you would like, Cyril. Or was it in word only? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, and you bring him back up to full health. You see, like, the wound kind of like cauterizes before your eyes, but there is still this chunk of his forearm missing, and he's just like flexing his arm. I really don't want to do that again. So, last time.
Last time.
All right. Are you okay, Will?
Do I feel any better?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you take this bite, whoa, you feel this like flush of energy just kind of ripple through you. And you feel just like you haven't felt in several days now.
Alright, I am going to start ritually casting Find Familiar.
Oh, what the hell was that? Why were you... What was that laughter?
They fucking took Gobblefunk away again.
Well, he seemed to disappear after he kind of got you back.
I don't know what's going on. I was like not here. I was Gobblefunk.
Okay.
That's a turn.
Wait,
That's
did you like know Gobblefunk's thoughts and all that?
I mean, you see through Gobblefunk's eyes quite regularly. Was this different, or was this
Different.
How is it different?
Different. Way different. Whole place is fucked up. They make furniture out of people.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird because that's food for them, right? Like
Is this his house?
like a couch made out of cheese.
it's his where he comes from, his plane of existence. You know how they're like out there? Sitsu, you know about this, right?
Yeah, they're like shot glasses or something,
It's
right?
like the other like plates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. No.
We are.
No, come on.
We are.
It's canon across all universes.
Oh gosh.
It's never disappearing.
Dang it. Okay, fine. Plates. Got it. I'm thinking of plates. What do you got?
Yeah, but it's somewhere else, and then he was sent here, and then it was like they were punishing other familiars whose people had failed.
Like,
So the more you piss off your deity for
Oh
lack
yeah,
of
and
a
they
word.
had people there too.
So but the more you piss them off, the more that he's going to hurt Gobblefunk now?
wait, hold on. So wait, the lack of your participation in eating people has lost your parents each an eyeball. And
Oh,
it's
and
taking
it could turn
Gobblefunk
me into
away.
an armchair. It could turn me into an armchair.
Armchair.
So I understand the whole like a little bit of the ethical problem, but I mean like
Yep.
well, at some point it's kind of just easier to eat the person.
And-
obviously.
And for the record, just got to put all variables out there. You do not want to be an armchair, right?
I would prefer a side table, but no.
Like a nice ottoman.
You know,
Fair.
does Gobblefunk have the ability to set that up? I mean, if that's what you want, is that what we should be shooting for? Like ottoman, arm table?
No.
Because you'd literally be an arm table. Like that's
Honestly, if
Pretty
something
metal.
happens to me, I would really appreciate if you guys all just like
We don't have to eat.
divvied it up and yeah.
We have to
wait.
eat.
Is this your body? Like when you die, we all take a piece and we got to turn you into a piece of furniture.
No. When I die, I want you guys to all share me as a meal.
Hold on.
Okay, now I've always wanted to know this about cannibals. Is
Wait
it
a
more or
second.
less rude to have seconds?
You want your death to be a meal
I mean-
for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I mean,
then, like,
yeah.
think about it. Because then you're using like all the body, but at the same time, you're like eating somebody more than once. Like, so which?
I want to be a part of you forever.
Can I
Or
just
at least
like
for
wear your
16
pinkies on the
hours.
I
necklace?
didn't know we were that close that you wanted to be inside all of us in such a manner. Whoa.
Also, like
Really? You
meat,
didn't know that by this point? I'm
For
insulted, Enyo.
Eventually. You won't be a part of us forever, just like for
Yeah.
Yeah, I said like 16 hours. Well,
Okay.
depending on how.
Can we cook you first, or does it have to be like what you just?
Oh,
did
I
to
mean,
me?
like whatever.
I mean,
It's
I'm
not
hoping
back
that
yet.
this doesn't happen, that we keep you alive for quite a long time, and you're with us for.
I don't know.
Good
I'm just
time.
having these
Okay. Yeah.
thoughts.
I mean, let's face it, at the rate death is around us, we should definitely plan for, these kind of scenarios.
Yeah, what do you guys
I
want to
do
happen
not
to
want
you?
to be eaten.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
But what if
can
it
we-
was eaten by me because I need something to eat?
Then you can have one nipple,
I
and
would
that's all you
be
get.
honored, I
specifically
suppose.
a nipple? Can you?
What?
Did you say she can have one nipple?
Nibble. She can have one
One
bite.
nipple?
One
They
bite.
could be the same thing, Enyo.
Oh my god, you guys, no. Please just, whoa, don't touch my boobs. If all you do is eat anything, don't take a bite out of my boobs. Please. Thanks.
Okay. So you have to be eaten. All of you can be eaten except your boobs.
Oh my god. No.
I'm not signing up for the eaten part because, that's
That's
not
not
me.
what that
What about you,
means,
Sitsu? Where are you on the if you
Okay.
die, parts eaten, not eaten?
I mean, once I die, I don't really care what happens to this body anymore. So
I mean, I'm hoping that if I die,
Let's face
I don't stay dead for long. Just saying.
Oh yeah, we bring you back if we can.
Right,
if there's
yeah.
no hope
Okay, so
of
you-
coming back.
No, I mean, like,
Have a snack.
So you want to come back as a zombie. Okay, so we've got one eaten, one zombie with
No.
everything eaten
Hmm.
but the nipples. So are they zombie nipples?
oh my god.
Can we start
I mean,
walking
they'll fall off
while we're
eventually, so
having
why not
what?
just have
You
a
know
little...
what? Enyo picks up Lemon and starts walking out of the cave.
Yeah, can we start?
I'm done with this conversation.
Does Lemon want to be a zombie?
Shut up, Cyril. Nobody wants to be a
Cyril.
zombie right now.
Nick, we can't hear you.
Aha! At this point, the ritual finishes and Gobblefunk reappears with his usual panache. He says, "Whoa, you did it! Ah, I knew you had it in you, you stupid son of a bitch!" And he starts
can-
slapping your face.
He has it in her now.
I give him a little hug.
Boy, you can't be worried there.
Yo, the place you come from
It's cozy, right?
sucks ass.
You saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not for everybody, cowards. But it's
Just
It's
between
nice.
you and me.
Yeah.
This is a dick.
I mean it's really not just between you and me. I think it's like I think most people would agree.
But you're like way cooler than your boss.
Oh, stop!
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Gobblefunk,
Yeah, man.
Feels like
we have some questions here. Apparently there was a human chair. How do you not end up in human chair form and you end up in human ottoman form?
That's like a decision that I am not made privy to. I'll admit it. I'm a pretty cool guy. Like I'm probably like the coolest guy you know, right, Cyril?
Looks
I
at
mean,
Miles.
Lyle's right there, but yeah, I'm kind of mad at him.
This fucking milk toast guy. Come on.
Well, technically you'd be burnt toast,
Hey.
but yeah.
Gobblefunk.
Hey.
Gobblefunk.
Yeah.
Make you feel better. Lyle let me take a whole ass bite out of his arm.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty metal. Props, man. Can I have one too? Just like to, even you out. Lyle just shakes his head.
You
and
can
moves
have this
further.
head, and I hold up
Kendra's
Kendra's head.
Oh, for real?
Wait, before we start eating that, do we need that for something?
I mean,
Can
I
we
feel like
talk
it's
with
just-
it.
No,
Huh?
I can't. Someone might be able to, but
I can't.
Do we take it with us?
I'd rather
Or
not.
we're walking around.
We're already
marketing
carrying
it.
one dead body. We really don't need another incriminating piece of evidence.
yeah, I'm gonna be
I
honest.
don't know.
Kind of just like put.
Should I just go hog wild on it?
I would go hog wild.
Bones and all?
I would just
Get rid of the evidence, Gobblefunk.
Everything but keep the skull.
Alright, so not bones
We
and
might
all.
need
Okay,
that
fine.
for something.
And Gobblefunk just goes at it.
Can we start walking?
Nice.
Please.
It tastes a little weird, but it's fine.
As he's eating, I'm like, okay, but like seriously, how do you not end up in armchair or any of that stuff? Because I don't think I want to go to that plane of existence.
Oh, you would not do well there, Cyril. They would pass you around like a bag of Fritos.
Yeah, I don't want that to be the reason I'm popular.
Oh, and boy, would you.
Yeah, so how do we, like, not go there?
Yeah, like, I don't know, get good with your own god?
Wait, so do I have to pray to your god in order to go there? So
I
by
wouldn't
just
recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it.
But by not praying to your god, I can avoid it.
Hey,
Yeah, but like,
hey Cyril, what is the goal
Potentially.
of this line of conversation with Gobblefunk?
Oh, I do not want to be a flesh ottoman,
Okay,
like...
don't pray to that
whoa.
thing at all, and
Maybe-
don't
maybe
ask
a
any more
pillow.
questions, because the less
Don't
knowledge
write
you have,
in
the
any
better
books.
You're off.
Don't agree to anything with anyone that you talk to ever, apparently, because you'll get yourself in deeper than you ever could expect.
Got it. And just for clarification, what's your god's name?
No, don't tell him. Don't tell him at all. Just let him. No, you don't need to
I
know.
don't fucking know. At this point, I don't think it's a god.
Wanted to know the answer to that one.
Yeah, I don't.
What's
It
your
looks like a
boss's
big-
name?
It looks like a big spooky guy. I don't know.
oh, if I'm being honest, like, I don't know if they, like, have a proper name. Like, I call them all sorts of things, but I think they're older than names, if that makes sense.
So, like, just like...
Yeah, sure.
Alright, good to know.
Alright, we're walking through these sewers.
In disguise.
Okay, so what's the plan? We don't have to necessarily traipse through the sewers. You can just kind of pick a destination.
Riverside Le Chauffin house.
It's destination number 1. Okay. So what's the plan with Lemon? Are you bringing him there?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Are we weekend at burning Lemon through Martyria?
I feel like he should get a burial here, Enyo.
Cyril, I will. You know what? I'm gonna ignore what you just said.
Okay.
We're taking him with
New
us.
plan, new plan, new
Taking him with
plan.
us. And we're gonna leave him
Well,
at Lake
what's your
Chauffin, 'cause-
gravedigger friend? Because we could
I mean-
give him a proper grave and a nice headstone.
What
Ursula
if-
could be the headstone.
I mean, I could keep an eye on him or something.
Alright.
Like if
Kendra.
Well, Lyle, are you gonna stay at
Sorry,
Lake
Ursula's on my
Chauffin
mind.
and just hang out there, kind of at the safe house area for now, once we get there?
if they'll have me, yeah, I suppose.
Hey, so does Le Chauffin have burial rights, and are they able to, like,
They're very used to dealing with the dead, if that's...
yeah?
what's
So
right.
if they can keep the body safe, and Lyle just hang out there and make sure nothing happens, and that way we'll know where he is and he's safe. If you're okay with
Yeah.
that, Sitsu.
Yeah, can we get the plan B, just in case they don't...
Well, should Lyle go to the graveyard then if something happens?
Should I saying like I should take Lemon to pitch?
Yeah.
That might... Yep.
I don't know.
I
I
think
mean, if you take
bring him with us, but like, if...
well, if you take
There's-
Lemon
at this
to pitch,
point,
I mean, you
pitch
would need
might
to
sell
stay.
us out. I don't know.
You would need to stay there and hang out and wait.
Bring him to Le Chauffin with us. There's...
I mean, we just can't carry him around forever, and I don't want to leave him in the sewers.
No, I understand that.
Do you want to have a burial for him?
I mean, yeah, he deserves to be buried. Orange was the only one that's gonna know what he wanted. It's not something
We don't need
he
to
and I
take the
talked
body
about.
there for that, do we? Can't we just, like, put the body somewhere, bury it respectfully, and then find out what his last wishes were?
Take it with us, at least as far as the house, and if it's not a safe place to leave it, then we can bury it somewhere down here after.
We could burn it.
We could...
I mean, yeah,
I don't know
honestly,
what you would prefer.
I would prefer to burn it or have
There's that.
cremation, a cremation ceremony.
There's that lake
possible.
with the boat.
We'll
Yeah, that's true.
We'll figure out the second option if we need to.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could leave him here if we need to. If you feel like it's an issue of having him out, because the hole is closed. I highly doubt the winged creature is going to come back here now.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's no
It's not-
reason to. The cave is closed.
not,
He has
uh,
another entrance.
Not trying to be insensitive, but I would like to bring him with us. At least to the house. I think it's important for them to see what they were responsible for.
Okay, well then we'll go. Let's go. Let's just go to the house.
Okay, why don't like two of us carry him? We'll make him look drunk. I'll
We can
illusionary.
No, it's okay. Lyle and I'll take care of it, Cyril. Lyle and I will make it seem
Yeah, I
like
can.
we're,
I'll help
we're-
out.
We're doing it. I appreciate your help, Lyle. I really do.
I mean, illusion up some sunglasses, a cigarette, and a baseball hat.
Illusion like the cultist.
What's a
headdress, like we
baseball
all
hat?
have.
Is that like your cowboy hat that you have?
Yeah.
So weird.
So odd.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So you make your way through the sewers. Enough time has passed that they've given up whatever search they were conducting in the sewers after
Got tired of running in circles.
got tired of running and encountering the various nasties within the sewers. And so you make your way. Who's leading? Like, who's poking their head out first?
Probably C2.
C2, it is still like, mid-morning at this point. You peek your head out, and looks like the coast is clear. You see that there are people about, but no one that at least looks like a guard.
Do I see anyone near the warehouse?
So the warehouse is a little bit away. Like, you're gonna have to do some traveling to get there.
Okay. Gonna just casually stand up and sort of
Okay.
walk a few feet away from the sewer entrance.
And no one's following you.
I'll look back.
For
and
Cyril.
Look back and like looking through the great like silent speech to whoever was next in line of like, if we're really quiet, I think it's okay right now. Okay, let's go.
We ball.
Hit we ball. We all look like Shrieking Sisters, so
Yeah, that's true. You are all decked out in your garb, and you notice that people kind of give you a wide berth as you go.
start muttering to myself to make them think.
Yeah, everybody roll deception with advantage to see how
Cyril
well.
is actually talking to himself.
Why did that not? It's alt, right?
You have to
Yep.
stab alt.
Wow, I'm doing
aggressively.
terrible.
I mean, these are all like strong checks. You rolled it 1,000,000,000 times. Okay.
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
we'll
I
keep
rolled
that.
once
We'll use that.
and
We'll use that 17.
Okay.
Yeah, with everything, yeah, you guys are moving well. Naturally, you're talking and muttering, and maybe even like, trying to stop someone every now and then, and like scream in their face to repent and embrace the wild heart. As you're going, you pass a lot of these same shops that Enyo was seeing, with these signs in the windows saying Nightbird sale while supplies last, and things to that effect. And you are able to get to within like visual range of the Leishafine warehouse. And C2, you notice that there's no one outside. No one.
That is unusual.
Yeah, there's always somebody milling about.
Can I look to see if it looks like the building has been damaged?
Mhm.
Like a lot, like a door handle broken or like a window or something.
Yeah, I mean, you're super familiar with it. Go ahead and roll investigation, though, to see, or perception, your choice. It looks as you've always seen it. Just no one's outside.
Feeling a little bit panicky, Sita's going to take Owlin's hand and just lead the group right up and open the door.
You open the door, and normally there is always someone there at the foyer, but there is no one. The house
Just
is
opens, the house is empty.
the house is silent. Do you want to explore it at all?
I want to get everyone off the street first.
Okay.
And then, yes, going to start looking for people or some sort of a note. I don't know.
Are you starting like top floor, ground floor, basement?
Basement where the rituals were held.
Okay. Then let's pop over to the map.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm glad somebody.
So you descend the stairs where just a few days ago you descended in this ceremony. You see that the doorway at the base of the stairs is closed. Cyril can see.
Oh my god, there's a map here!
You remember?
Your map looks really cool!
Oh, that was so good.
Well, it was weird because I could see the map and not the people, but now I can see everything like a normie.
And you should be able to move Alan and Lemon now.
Very tentatively going to try and open the door.
Yeah, it's not locked. And it opens freely. And again, you see no one. You see the little area off to your left here, map right, where people hone their weapon proficiencies. There's storage off to Sitsu's right,
Weapons
map
in the
left.
rack.
There are. I mean, you see knives, rapier, short swords, scimitars, sickles, long bows, short bows, spears.
Can I take them?
Sitsu, can he take them?
No.
So, Cyril, you can certainly take stuff, but yeah, if she might have words to say.
Is it normal for me to be here?
No, this house has never been empty as long as I've been here. Sitsu's going to very kind of absently walk towards. I'm assuming this is where like we normally would have the like ceremonies.
Yeah, a little bit. So this is like a lounge area where people would, hang out, spend some time. There is a door if you go one space further, off to to map left.
Yeah, Sitsu's going to sort of. She'll like look over this room kind of cursory and just open the door to go to the heart of the house.
Yes, Alex. And yep, you are able to open this door. You see that there's another small set of stairs that leads even further down. You know that ahead of you is a series of living quarters chambers where individuals would sleep. Sort of communal style.
And
Gobble
there's
fun.
no
Go find
noise.
Cyril. I think he got lost in the dark again.
Hey, what you got going on, man?
I don't know, I'm just rummaging through stuff. And I start trying to open crates.
Yeah, they're sealed, but you're able to jimmy them open.
Anything good in there?
It's largely just like you see that there in one of them is a just mass of white candles. In another crate, you see there are like white robes with hoods or cloaks rather than robes. You see there like paraffin oil and rope, and it's not treasures, but it is useful items.
Show up to our friend's house and you just immediately start.
Yeah, just
rummaging
immediately
through
start
their
taking
bags.
shit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you got some beard here? Cool, man.
You don't have a ton of room for carrying stuff because of all that gold.
Cyril's got some space, I think. No, yeah,
Yeah.
Cyril's actually got a lot of space because he doesn't have any
Y'all
heavy
didn't
shit.
give me all the gold that I tried to get.
Okay, I'm ignoring that for now. I'm just going to walk
Moving
down
along.
here to find.
So is there a place I can leave Lemon, or that would be good to leave Lemon?
There are beds up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Any of these rooms is fine.
As long as you guys are okay with that.
I'll just her in here. And you can
Remember, you can move both of the tokens at the same time if you select them both.
I know. I just keep.
Okay, just
messing
making sure.
up.
Would there one of these rooms? Would I know that is where one like the Le Maire who's in charge of this house sleeps?
Ryla? Sitsu, the matriarch would not sleep in these like communal pods. She has a chamber elsewhere in the house, higher up.
All right, we're just gonna keep very unhappily walking towards this room. I see a person.
And finally, Sitsu, you do in this chamber where you swore your allegiance to Le Grand-Mère. You see at the top of a small dais with staircase on either side. Her back turned is a woman in a black cloak, or white cloak.
Sorry, hold on. Where's... Okay, she's up there. Sorry, I was just trying to see where she was.
You would all sort of hear Sitsu's voice in your head saying please be respectful, specifically looking at Cyril right now, whose pockets are full of candles, apparently.
Imagine you walk in and the grandma's like, "Is that my beer?"
That's great.
Were you in my pantry?
I want to call out to the person on the stage.
And what do you say?
Hello?
Sitsu, Owlin, welcome home.
What has happened here? Where is everyone?
They are on sojourn.
Where?
The where is not so important right now, Sitsu.
Okay. Well, maybe we can talk about a why.
Oh, let's talk about why, Sitsu. There is so much that you do not understand, and this is the privilege of youth. But I can endeavor to help you understand. Would you like that?
Sure. Yes. I'll hear your explanations.
Sitsu, every day for close to 80 years now, I have prayed with every ounce of myself to Le Grand-Mère. I have beseeched her to guide my heart and my head, to grant me wisdom and insight, to help me protect my people. Every day for 80 years, I have made offerings of myself and my family, preached her teachings, furthered her ideals, and every day for 80 years, the day I ascended, the days I birthed my first and last, the day I was named matriarch, all of them, Sitsu, Le Grand-Mère has rewarded me with silence. Can you even begin to understand
Sitsu, the hunger I felt in this time for a word, for just a whisper. Can you imagine the disappointment I have felt in myself, the self-loathing? I was selected, Sitsu, entrusted to divine the word and the will of the Grey Maiden, to be her mouthpiece for my brothers and sisters and children in Les Chauffines, but I was a fraud, a charlatan. Surely there was some deficiency in me, and thus was my punishment. 80 years. I worried, of course, how long it would take for the others to discover the truth, to excommunicate me. But years passed, and I convinced myself that maybe this was her will, a test of my faith. And it was not until Yvette was selected to Vilvea's position that this delusion shattered. After her ceremony, Yvette confessed to me, much as I am confessing to you now, that her life had been one of silence. I could not believe her candor to open up to me, a senior matriarch at this point. But I praised the courage she possessed that I sorely lacked. Emboldened, we told Lahad and Khalil and Petra, whom you did not meet. And they confirmed it was true of them too, Sitsu, all of us. I do not know if long ago Maven spoke to Les Chauffines, but she has definitively not, had not at least, in many, many years. 5 of us wept, commiserated, and consoled ourselves. If the Grey Maiden would not lead us, then we would lead ourselves. And then Sitsu, precious little Sitsu. Many years later, on the eve of your first year, the Grey Maiden marked you. And she points to your chest, and as she does, you feel the crescent mark that you've had since before you could remember burn. Not uncomfortably, but burn. And Sitsu, you know you were not born with this mark. You did not create it, but there it was, a perfect black crescent, clear as day. Clearly it was a sign that you were destined for greatness, but also that Le Grand-Mère would soon open the channels that had been closed for us for so long. But again, we were met with silence. Cold, distant, deafening silence, Sitsu. I had all but given up hope. I'm ashamed to admit that I had almost convinced myself that Le Grand-Mère was herself a lie. But then, after so long, she spoke to me, Sitsu. It was the night of your ascension, and what propitious timing! She came to me, Sitsu, of all places, in a dream. She spoke to me, reached out to me, held me in her arms, comforted and consoled me, and when I tell you, Sitsu, how I wept, oh, I wept such tears of love, and hurt and relief and fear and acceptance that I thought it would be the end of me there, and I welcomed it. Yet, it was not my time to join the Grey Maiden's flock, and I lived. With tremendous excitation, I shared my good news with my sisters, and to my delight they confessed that Le Grand-Mère had touched them and visited them too. So, Sitsu, you ask, where and why? Why would I agree to send Aulin and the others? Oh yes, there were others, of course. There were others which you would have noticed if your concerns were not so centered on yourself. Why would I not find them myself? Why would I not seek them out and bring them to safety, offer them aid? Well, Sitsu, I ask you this. Who am I to question the will of Le Grand-Mère? Who am I to disobey? She chose me, trusted me, placed her faith in me. My only option was reciprocation.
She told you to send
Yes.
them away? That
Yes.
was your chosen directive
To
from
do
the Grand-Mère.
what we have always claimed to do, Sitsu, to shepherd them to her disciple of flesh, so that he might return them in earnest, not only in word, to Le Grand-Mère.
You said yourself, you were not the only one chosen.
No.
Why fight me so? You knew I was worried. You knew what I would do to stop Owlin's death. If you really believed as you say you did, why not share that faith? We have been
Does not-
told for ages to be her shepherds. Shepherd does not send their flock to the winds to die. They guide them.
And that is precisely what we have done. I have sore news for you, Sitsu. There is no unending gloaming waiting for us, no twilight grove, no hall of the faithful, none of it. There is no rest, temporary or eternal. But we can change that. We can make it here and now. The Grey Maiden's disciple will usher in a new era, a new order, and I will be at his side, as is my place.
At his side, you truly believe the Grand-Mère would choose a male?
If she did not, if you intend to intimate that this is not the will of Le Grand-Mère, then
Tell me, what does he look like? Have you seen him?
I have not. But I am
Oh.
ready.
Winged creature, glowing eyes, controlling the barrier between life and death. Does that sound familiar?
It may very well be.
Is this the
It is
same?
not yet my time.
You have fallen much farther than I thought, ma mère.
Sitsu, fallen how?
You worship the same creature the Shrieking Sisters would have sacrificed us to.
I worship Le Grand-Mère,
No.
and I do not choose how she chooses to speak to me.
No, you do not. Not like this.
And it is not my job to question. I am not filled with disobedience as you are. You are... Sitsu, I had hoped for more, both of you. But I cannot let you interfere. So,
And I cannot let you continue this. Not in the name of Le Grand-Mère. Not in our house.
it's too late.
Where did you send them?
You've lost. Au revoir. And she takes her hands, and in a flash, you see a glow of flames, amplified somehow, some way you can't see as she's partially obscured. She turns on her heel and disappears. And suddenly flames begin to swallow this dais, and they begin leaping wildly everywhere, every direction, swallowing anything that's flammable, and you hear an explosion coming from behind you. Everybody,
Roll
I
initiative.
need you to roll initiative.
Good. Good.
as flames.
steal, don't go grabbing shit. It could be us.
Sorry, I
Holy shit! That escalated quickly.
Sure did. Okay, let's get
Billy
Lyle in there.
I
Okay.
accidentally had both of us selected.
Do we want to do a brief
Oh.
bathroom break before
Yes, I think that's going to be a great idea.
starting this?
Fat Boy has everybody.
Yeah, looks like it. And we are
Sorry.
back as Le Maire has disappeared and this swirling inferno of flames has come screaming down through the basement of Les Chauffines toward you all. We've rolled initiative. Owlin is up first. Sitsu, I'm going to let you control her and what she does.
Okay, just briefly looking through what she has. Okay, cool. Not a ton. Gotcha.
Yeah, she's pretty minimal.
The fire is coming out of this hallway and along the walls, correct?
Yeah.
Having grown up here, we would know whether there's another way out of this room or not.
For its safety, this room is isolated to one entrance.
Owlin is going to run over here, possibly. Nope, we're paused.
Oh, sorry.
She is going to run over here and she's going to get up on the dais.
Okay. And just stay put.
Everybody pauses at that, like, is anything gonna happen?
I don't know. She's going. There's not a whole lot she can do right now, so she's going to jump up on the stone sort of dais and just briefly panic. I don't know.
She briefly panics. Enyo, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Marching to the center on the opposite side of Alan. C2, is there another exit in this room? How do we get out of here?
No, it's sealed. There's only one door.
Well, shit. How do we fight fire?
Place.
And then, give me a second. Well, hold on. I just gotta read something to make sure this might be the right thing to do.
I don't know why you guys are upset. This is perfectly fine.
Sure, Gobblefunk. I'll go set your house on fire.
Oh no, yeah, I mean, go for it. I guess it's kind of like Woe's house. So you're gonna set Woe's house on fire.
I am
But
going
your
to
house is made out of flesh chairs.
and be.
Oh, that's not my house.
I'm gonna be like, all right, fuck it, and I'm gonna cast rope trick and
Ooh.
a space right above the. So I'm gonna throw down my rope and
On the dais.
on the dais and cast a rope trick and create a space above us that is
Might not last
safe.
an hour.
It lasts 1 hour.
I know this fire might not last a full hour.
True,
It might be.
but it is
I
safer
like
than
that.
being
Yeah.
out here.
No, I'm complimenting you.
And as I don't have a lot of, I think I moved 30 feet over to yell at Sitsu. I'm just gonna motion to the rope and say, Alan, you need to climb as the end of my turn.
Okay.
And so there's now a rope trick with a hole, I guess, in the ceiling or however you wish to describe that, Nick.
How like how high up are you putting it? Like just on the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be like about 20 feet up, since this was like the 2 flights of stairs down, and so you've got 20 feet of rope to this extra-dimensional space that Enyo you've climbed into.
If you allow me to have that movement, like using my bonus action to dash up into the rope and yell down at Owlin, climb up, you'll be
As
safe
she
up here."
climbs, I'd like to use my action to scream, Enyo, what if the fire lasts more than 1 hour?
Well, hopefully you'll find a solution to put it out, Cyril, I say as I continue to climb up.
Okay, whoa, it's your turn.
All right.
As you are starting in the flames, let me go ahead and roll this. Oh, yeah, piece of cake. You are able to...
One fire damage.
Why did that do 10 damage to you. That sure shouldn't have. I took away your temp HP. Oh no, you lost your Dark One's True Blessing. There we go. There we go. Okay, for real now. So yeah, your combination of resistance and your quick feet, you are able to. You're totally fine.
Okay, sick. Bonus action. I'm going to have Gobble Funk. He is going down the hallway to try and see if there's any spot where this flame ends or if there's like a source that he can do anything with.
Okay.
I, on the other hand, I'm gonna go up that rope.
All right. Dash on over to that rope. Climb on up.
My action to go up. And then I'm just gonna pop a squat and next turn pop into Gobblefunk.
Okay. Lyle is just at the edge of the flames. He is going to skirt around them and join you all. Cyril is up next. What are you doing?
Fine where I am. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna move towards
real quick.
what you got?
You were still in some flames, so
Yeah, no worries. Dexterity or
it's auto roll here. You're fine. You take 1 point of fire damage as you're just on the edge of the flames, able to jump up.
Cyril, who is starting to become more of one with fire. Can I discern, is this magical fire or is this like chemical fire?
This is I would say this is definitely magical fire.
Magical fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Feeling like this is a challenge, Cyril is going to cast Flame Wall.
Ooh.
Excuse me, wall of fire, technically. And I believe I can bend said wall.
You can.
Yep. So I am going to create fire side towards the bigger fire, and I would like to start it at this. Second one.
Okay.
Start it across here, and I want to go as far as I can over here. I'm just going to draw it with this. So, boop, to here. That's 35. Up, 45. Boop. Quarantine off that with a wall of my own fire.
What's the length of the wall? That you can
60.
do? 60 feet? Okay.
Yeah, and so that would be exactly 60 feet, or close to 55 if I did it like that. With the flame side, of which I can choose one hot side and one non-hot side, would be facing the outside. And additionally, I would like to, after casting that, can I use my bonus action to discern, like, did that work? Did that do anything? Is it making things better or worse?
You trying to do like something like this?
Yeah. And then I'd like to quarantine off, not quite like that. Hang on, from here, go up and over, and that right there, if I did it like that, would be exactly 60 feet.
Sorry, I see it. I saw one extra movement on there.
I know. I put my token back. But yeah, by doing it like that, my question is that making things better or worse? Can I perception that one or something?
Roll Arcana.
Like, yeah, something I can actually do.
Fighting fire with fire.
Cyril has heard that phrase and is taking it to heart.
Cyril, as you create this wall of flame, you see that the fire between you and the wall begins to shrink. And that's what you'll get with that.
Awesome.
Sitsu. Roll a wisdom save, Sitsu.
Okay. Yep.
You feel your chest just burning still, and there's no voice in your head, like whisper in the wind, but you feel connected to like Rombert, and if ever she was listening, now would be the time.
Yeah. Okay. Titsu is going to run over here to join them on the dais here. How many people does that? Oh, it's only one creature. Okay. Sorry, everybody. New spells. Oh, none of those work. Okay, sorry.
Well, what is it you're trying to do?
I was looking at ceremony because I took that as one of my spells. Because there's like a dedication rite that you would do, but it's on a person. I was basically going because Tsitsu's only other plan is to get up into the rope trick and hope it goes way in the fire. But basically try to reclaim the house for Maven.
Okay. Yeah, that's dedication's not quite gonna do it, but
that's what
I like the idea though.
That's I will spend my turn praying. Possibly believing. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, that Sitsu is going to spend her turn praying, and I'm not gonna jump up into the rope trick yet. She's trying to save this house, this altar.
All right, then we are back to the top with Alan, who is going to climb up and join you.
They're just, standing there like praying.
And
to the dawn there.
you are inside your little demi-plane. What do you do? You can see out.
I can see out into it. And can I see the flames have slightly receded from what Cyril's done?
You have. I don't have a way to eliminate individual ones, but yeah.
That's fine. I'm going to then turn to Woe and kind of hold her hand and let her know that I'm there so she can start telling me what Gobblefunk's doing. Because I know I'd seen her send Gobblefunk away from her, so I'm hoping he's like running through the fire somewhere, hopefully not dying. And I'm gonna yell down to Sitsu, what do you want us to do? Hoping to get some form of direction because this is her home. And Inyo knows how valuable a home is, and even though she's trying to make sure nobody gets hurt by creating this little pocket, she also knows I've got an hour up here to protect everyone, but this is not a permanent solution.
You do not get a response from Sitsu. She is fervently praying with Alan.
Okay. And then I'll just be waiting for Woe to tell me if there's anything she learns.
Whoa.
All right, I'm gonna trance into Gobblefunk, and I'm going to start describing what I'm seeing.
Gobblefunk continues down the hall. As you peek into one of the rooms, the flames are thick, but you can see it doesn't look like the beds are burning.
Okay. So there's no ignition point? It's not like...
It's not burning items. It's not destroying the furniture. It's
yes,
not doing
correct.
what normal fire does.
20... 30... 3. And that's speed.
I guess you
Just
would have also seen.
fire, 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 fire.
You do see, however, through Gobblefunk's eyes, that two things from this position. One, you can see beyond the door, the flames seem to. There is an end to them, maybe 20 feet off the door, and Mr. Lemon's body is just reduced to cinders.
You says you wanted to cremate him.
I did.
I say very gently.
I couldn't hear you. Or what?
Yeah, Lemon's gone, and I'm just like I'm holding on to her hand while I'm doing this because I just need steady, and I just like.
I mean,
But I relay about the opening at the end towards the entrance that it's open. So if we like dash through, we could be fine.
how far is that? Does it look, or can you hear me enough for me to ask how far does it look like a dash?
I can't hear you.
I didn't think you could.
I
Okay,
can't hear you when I'm in.
but you've told me like verbally as I'm holding your hand.
It is at the door. The doorway to the hallway is about where it ends.
Okay.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
All right, then. It is Lyle's turn. He is just going to stay put. Cyril, what about you, sir?
I'm gonna start attacking the magical fire back because this is a battle of wits and I can win it. So I'm going to attempt to use my own fire against their fire because my first fire worked. So I'm gonna throw two fire bolts. I'm gonna start off with 2-on-1 at this little pile of fire over here, thinking I can defeat it with magic.
Cyril, go ahead and roll Arcana just to see how does your magical fire compare to this magical fire. Cyril, you're fighting fire with fire, and illogically, but truthfully, it seems to be helping. The rate at which the fire is dissipating increases.
Oh god.
Yep. That's happening right
That's
now.
my turn.
Sitsu, what are you saying or thinking as you're praying?
Asking the Grand-Mère for forgiveness for what has become of her flock. Asking her to allow a chance to start over.
Roll a religion check with advantage.
Dabbing. Oh man, I am not a religious.
Guide yourself.
character.
Guide yourself.
Can't. Well. Forget that I have that ability. It's fine.
You can hear
You
Dove's voice
wait.
whispering.
And then, yeah, right. Sitsu, suddenly you feel something come over you as your like fingers and your toes and your nose are all tingling, and a spell is cast on you.
What does that?
Hold on, let me. Yeah, you don't need to do that. You are now under the benefits of Investiture of Flame.
Do oh, it's asking if I need to dodge this. I'm assuming I don't.
No,
This
hold on.
is so baller. Read the description.
Yeah, hang on. Oh. Oh, that's cool.
You look so fucking cool.
You're glowing. Oh my gosh.
Cyril thinks he lit Sitsu on fire.
Okay. Alan sees you. So what did you do?
don't even know what to do with this. Alan is going to, because I think she needs to get. Does she need to take the damage for the fire?
I'm going to ignore the negative effects of this spell, as she wouldn't have done this to screw you over.
Okay. Alan is going to see this and hope that it is not a trick from Rayla. She's gonna tell the others to like come down, and she's gonna start walking behind C2.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing for her to attack. She, I suppose, is also praying, but
Okay.
that's
Enyo, by this point, you see that the flames inside this room, these flower beds that line the walls, have pretty much burnt out, and so there's just like smoke and smoldering going on there. But the flames that Cyril has been fighting are like substantially smaller now. It's really only a few feet in front of this barrier that he has conjured.
Okay. I'm gonna first squeeze Woe's hand as we've practiced for when she's in Gobblefunk, basically asking her to come out. And Alan had said something about coming down, and I'm going to basically yell down through the whole like, Alan, what's going on? Are we going to need to follow C2 out? What's happened to her? Because all I can see is she's suddenly like inflamed.
on fire.
On fire. Go poof.
I don't know, but I trust her.
Well, I trust her too. Okay.
C2 doesn't know what's happening.
And I'm gonna
I don't know.
I'm gonna stay up in the rope trick until Woe and Lau get down. So I'm actually gonna tell Lau, go ahead and go down and get next to Sitsu, and we're gonna follow her out. I'm gonna make sure Woe gets down, and then I'm gonna come down as well, and we're gonna follow her out of here because Woe's already mentioned there's an exit. But I'm gonna stay put for now.
Okay. Yeah, we can have people jump down. That's fine.
Perfect.
So yeah, Lyle hops down.
I pop
Wha-
out. I hop down.
I'll follow like right after her. I was holding to follow right after her, so yeah, we're all down out of
Okay.
it.
Except Cyril. Or did you pop out earlier?
I'm still taking the fire.
He never went up.
Okay.
He
Cyril,
never ended
roll another Arcana check, Cyril.
So you'll see if you notice that your friend is on fire behind you.
Cyril is engrossed right now. Cyril,
Okay.
the last of the flames in front of your wall of fire dissipate. You have fought them, and you
Do
won.
I notice she's on fire with a 7?
You sure don't. She is
I like
behind you.
I like to think of it like a beautiful, like white flame, like beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Like powerful and inspiring.
Like the kind of pretty when you're driving and it's really, really sunny and all the lights are reflecting off all the other cars, and then you kind of lose your vision for a while
Yeah.
at 60 miles an hour on the freeway.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's so pretty.
So
No,
all of you
no,
are now
no.
outside of this rope trick. You see no flames in front of you because conjured this protective barrier. Sitsu, it's back to you. What are you doing? Wreathed in white fire.
C2's going to start walking forward. She's gonna tell Cyril to drop his wall so we can go through, and she's going to just move and keep walking.
Cyril, you dropping the wall?
C2 tells me to, absolutely.
She walks past you, and C2 is covered in white flame, like all.
And you see too, as you move through this fire, that there is just like this almost like halo about you, this aura where like the fire that you're exuding is meeting the magical fire, and you see it's like there's like a darkness at the edge of that fire, and it just is this like creating this like very thin space of where like the fire meets, and there is just this void.
C2 kind of is like playing with it a little as she walks, like pushing against that, testing that barrier kind of.
Yeah, it's almost like moving through water.
That was movement and action. She's going to stand there and look back at them and kind of beckon everybody.
Okay. Alan is up next. She is just going to get to the edge of the flames and wait until she can move more. Ennio, it's your turn.
Trusting Tsitsu because, I mean, she looks badass right now, and I can see that the flames are slowly disappearing. I'm going to use all my movement to get up to her, and then I'm just going to bonus action dash and just kind of get right in front of Owlin, just a little bit behind Tsitsu, and be like, lead on to Tsitsu.
All right. You do, stepping into the flames, you are going to make a dex save here, and you succeed and take just a tiny bit of fire damage as the flames are just kind of lapping at you.
Okay, so they are still going to hurt us then, depending on what's going on or how close we are.
I hurt you. Not Tsitsu.
Lovely. Can I, as a reaction to getting burned, take a step back next to Owlin and be on the same level as Owlin?
Yep.
Thanks.
All right, Woe, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to use my action to dash another 30 feet.
All right, and you feel the flames around you, but it is muted as you are accustomed to fire. You take just a measly point of fire damage. Up next is Lyle, and he says, in the words of the greatest philosopher I know, fuck it, we ball. And he is going to dash and get right behind you. And in doing so, he will invoke some flames.
Just following Woe to his death.
To his death. You've literally made an impression on this man. Cyril, it's your turn.
Oh, God.
I mean, on one hand, he's pretty conflicted because everyone is leaving, and if everyone's doing something, obviously he should do it too, especially if it's like walking into fire or jumping off a bridge, because duh. But at the same time, Cyril's fucking winning! He is beating fire itself! But his friends are leaving, so fuck it, he's going to follow them, and so I'm going to do everything in a Cyril fashion and stay as close to the girls as I can, directly behind them, not in a creepy way, but also, I got a little extra time here, so opening fire again.
If you have to say not in a creepy way, it's probably in a creepy way.
If you come up behind me like that, we're gonna have problems, probably. I'm not gonna lie.
Cyril, roll Arcana. As you're just firing into the fire.
Shit.
Oops. Everybody's
Cyril.
in front of him.
So you're shooting fire into this hallway, like your vision is obscured. Roll a d5. I'm just gonna go clockwise, starting with Ennio.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so that'd be a 4, so that is Lyle. Go ahead and roll a
2d10.
2d10 for Lyle. Okay, he takes the 11 points of your fire bolts as it just careens through the...
Oh god, it's hot in there! Oh god, they're burning alive! Oh god, we should get out of here! Oh, that's my turn.
Oh my god, Cyril!
Tsitsu, it's your turn.
Can I get up so that Woe is not in front of me? And you said we're ignoring the negative effect. Do I have the other effect? Investiture of fire?
Are you talking about
Yeah.
breathing out? Yeah.
Seeing Cyril fight fire with fire, C2 is going to do that, and she is going to hold her hands out and shoot the 15-foot line of fire into this fire we're trying to go through, trying to clear it.
You create a pocket. How long was that line? Do you remember?
I don't know. I think it was 15 feet, but...
Okay. Then I'll give you to
look it up.
I'll give you this straight away. you cast this, and that glows this white flame and continues as white flame. You've created a pocket of safety.
15 feet, 5 feet wide. Okay. Yes, I'm going to stand there and sustain that and kind of call back of this. Keep to the white fire.
Okay. Ellen is up next. She is going to dash through. She's moving through flames to get there, but it's not a huge chunk that she had to move through. And she does fail her save.
Oh, no. Sure.
And so she takes just a tiny bit of fire damage. And that is her turn. She'll move to like the far end to give as much space as possible for others to join her. Enya, it's your turn.
I'm gonna follow Owlin, and knowing I'm probably gonna get burnt because I got stung a little, I'm gonna go ahead and use all my movement, sweeping right past C2, and then I'm going to go ahead and bonus action dash 15, and then I'm gonna action dash and just sprint past Gobblefunk because I see him around the corner and I remember what was said, that it was almost over, and so I'm just trying to gun it out of here and get as far as I can. And I know it's probably gonna hurt, and I know I can see Lemon's body as I go, but I'm just done. I'm just so tired and just wanted to get out of here.
You take a bit more fire damage this time as you are rushing through a larger stretch, but you are still, determined, moving with purpose, and you can see the end ahead of you. Whoa.
Whoa. There's 30, and then I'm gonna dash another 30. Hey, Enyo.
Hey, whoa.
A
A little hot in here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You save and you resist, so you take just 4 points of fire damage. It is just like a little nice spa day, almost.
Bonus action, gonna move Gobblefunk out. That'll be my turn.
All right, Lyle is up. He is going to very quickly get into the safety of this pocket. Moves a bit more. He takes a deep breath, and he is going to dash. Not bad on damage, and he saves, so he's doing okay. But he is just in the middle of the flames right now, as are most of you. Cyril, you're up. What are you doing?
Continuing my rage attack, I'm gonna move through as much as I can while screaming, "Well, you might be hot, mommy, but they call me Flamin' Cyril!" And I'm throwing fire bolts and fighting this fire as much as I can. Is it doing anything?
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Cyril's fighting a battle with his own brain at this point.
Cyril, as you fire, you realize as you cast it this time, and you don't hit anybody, that as you hit, your firebolt hits the flames, they seem to like absorb it, and with a 28, you realize that the reason you were able to fight the fire that you were fighting before was that it was separated from whatever the source of this is. So the flames do not dissipate.
Panic sets in, realization hits him. Oh, shit. That's my turn.
Okay, then up next is Sitsu.
Can I like move forward and keep this wall up. I
Yeah.
don't know how to. I can't see where the corner is. So okay, we have to go that way. Caesar is going to move up here. She looks at Alan for a second. She's like, just trust me. And I'm going to change it so it goes this way as my action. Which will take her out of it, I know. But only
This
for
is
5
so
feet.
sweet.
Sitsu, as you conjure this next line of fire, you see that that original 15 feet of white flame that you produced is still there.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
You're like holding doors open right now.
It's really adorable.
This is the D&D equivalent of holding a door open for someone.
A wall of fire. Holding a door.
A wall of safe white fire and another burning hallway.
Anything else, Sitsu?
Nope. I'm
Alright.
gonna try and keep this up so Cyril doesn't die in fire as well. And now
Alan is next. She's moved 20 feet. She's going to move another 40 with a dash to get as far away as she can, as close to the exit. She is going to take some damage, though. Nope. She basically takes nothing because of uncanny
Rogue.
dodge and a net 20. Alan is looking fine. She just beaming with pride as she looks back at you, Sitsu. Just this incredible display of like nothing she's ever seen. Enyo, it is your turn. What are you doing?
30 feet.
get the fuck out.
25 bonus action dash. Really, that's 30.
Okay.
So there's 30, and then just I'm gonna go ahead and dash again, and get all the way up here to the door.
You move through a lot of fire with no real respite between, and so
and
the flames.
I'm also
Poor
gonna,
roll on my part,
I'm also
and
gonna
a save on your part.
I'm gonna, as soon as I get clear of the flames, I'm gonna do a roll on the floor and come up trying to douse out any flames that are on my clothes. So I'm doing a quick roll and just trying to pat everything out.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll, guys. Yeah.
You realize your clothing wasn't burning.
Oh, well, shit. That's nice.
Just you.
It hurts.
Only burning organic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whoa, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Lyle and I'm gonna point at Sitsu and Alan and I'm gonna be like, just like that one romance that we read. And I'm crying because it's so fucking cute. And I'm gonna dash on out. I think I got
Wow.
60.
Oh no.
Okay.
As she leaves Lyle behind.
Yeah. But do you see how cute it is?
It's pretty cute. You make it through. Lyle is up next, and he is going to dash his way, trying to get next to you. Whoa. Just gives a nod at Alan as he goes. And let's see how he fares. He's not going to die, but... Oh, maybe.
Jeez.
You had to say that.
You see Lyle just staggers through the last few feet and kind of drops to one knee. And he says,
Oh.
Whoa, I don't like that. I'm not like you. But I'm alright. I'm alright.
It wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Cyril, it's your turn.
Realizing I was not defeating the fire, Cyril's going to run as fast as he can.
You were defeating that first chunk of it because it was separated from the source.
Cyril's in a tragedy right now.
Yeah. She's just mourning.
This is the real emotional damage tonight.
Yep.
Cyril's going to take that step forward. No, wait, take it back with his last 5 feet and go, let's just end this, Sitsu. Grabs her by the hand and going to thunder step to the limit of my vision, which is 40 more feet.
Okay. And Sitsu comes with.
Do I
Now,
have to be
if
a
she's
willing
behind me,
creature?
does that projectile cone of non-burning alive come with her? Because I would really like that.
It does not. It is not moving with her.
It may be
Thunderwave.
that's her choice.
Cyril thought it would.
Oh no, not Thunderwave. Thunder Step.
Thunder step, yeah.
let's see. You bring along.
Well, actually, I
Yeah,
can
do
go
you have to be willing?
Yeah.
Yeah, one willing creature.
One willing creature. You have to be willing.
I'm
Not
not
willing.
willing with you.
Okay.
You go to grab Seetsu's hand, and then you transport, and then you realize she wasn't willing.
Now, because
Very
you
plausible that actually could, but technically, then is it an aggressive move where because you can't force somebody with Thunderstep?
It's not other step. Is it?
Say what?
Is it?
no, Thunderstep
Thunderstep,
is it's you take willing creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's Dimension Door that you can force people.
Or vortex warp.
Yeah.
Vortex Warp. Can I jaunt?
You're right.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. So Cyril, since you just teleported basically into the fire, you're not taking nearly
No,
as much.
the flip side is I can go to the limit of my vision. My vision it was obscured because of darkness. Can I see to the edge of this because it is fire and most likely lit?
It's lit, but I mean the fire is so thick that it's.
Sounds
I
good.
mean,
All right.
I'll give you the 40 feet though.
No worries. No worries. All right. 40 feet.
And strong saves. No one's rolled poorly on a save yet. Just a little bit of damage for you. Cyril, Sitsu, it's your turn.
Actually, Sitsu, can you make a Constitution save? Because by not coming willingly, I just thunderstepped your ass with 3d10 thunder damage.
Oh, cool.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Sarah always
It's not my
fucking
fault!
rolls tonight.
It's kind of
It's not my
First
fault!
you shoot Lyle, then you step on
It's
Seetsu's
not my
foot.
fault!
Okay, so that's going to be halved.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your 3d10.
I thought she would come willingly.
Bro,
No,
you
Okay,
gotta
6
have
points.
moment.
6 points.
This is her moment.
Yeah, she's literally going in white flames, trying to protect what she believes is her home and where she
She's
wants
a
to.
white flaming knight
Yeah.
for the love of her life.
I was trying to help her, and now Cyril is literally alone, sad, thunderstepped his friend, and burning alive. That
Yeah.
all happened in literally one instant.
Sitsu, it's your turn.
You keep talking about the flames were cut off from their source. I want to find the source of the flame.
Okay.
Start.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
Just a check. Can I guide myself?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Just roll a d4.
Okay.
Okay, Sitsu, you very attuned to the flames at this point. You feel like where it is hottest, and it is coming right in this space, like in the middle of the hall here. You don't see anything, but it feels like it's here.
Sitsu's gonna walk right up to that space and direct that whole line of fire at that space. She's
And
trying
Sitsu-
to rid the house of this flame.
Sitsu, as you do that with this investiture from your god, suddenly the flames disappear.
Sitsu just falls down onto her knees and like collapses, kind of.
Alan comes rushing back to you.
Oh, I can't
Um,
see anything now. Okay, there it is.
And we are no longer in combat. You all are free from the flames.
I can't see
Oh.
anything.
It's completely dark.
Oh, it didn't like that I changed the map.
Everything's gone.
Yeah,
It said,
complained
"Fuck
about
you."
that.
Hey, fuck your
Okay.
That's fair.
Can you see yourself?
I just
Yeah,
found
yeah.
myself, yeah.
We can see like a gray outline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's soot.
Cool.
That's soot, you guys.
Yeah, it's all the fire damage.
Mm.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And as Alan comes rushing up to you, we can just theater mind this is fine. She was like running her hands like over your face. Just, are you hurt? Are you hurt? Are you okay?
Am I? I don't think I am.
And you feel
Sitsu is like just sobbing right now.
and you feel exhausted, and you feel that warmth beginning to fade, and sort of tremble and shiver as now you feel so cold. And Alan just wraps you up in as much of a bear hug as her small arms can allow.
Good thing we're both small. Yeah, I'll just sort of very slowly get up and we'll follow the group out.
As
Yeah, no.
you guys are walking out, I press digitations, like little heart sparks floating behind you.
That gets a chuckle.
I gotta say, you don't look so
smile.
badass with no eyebrows. Just keep on walking. Cyril's pissed off.
Cyril, I think you maybe saved us back there with when you were fighting the fire. So take you, mate.
Press
I would love to take credit for this
heart
one,
sparks
but,
by Cyril and
nope.
Lyle.
Fuck off.
Actually, well, and I sit down. I could use some more of that. Actually, I'm feeling better now. Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. You know what? I'm not in a bad mood anymore. Because, here's the thing. I thought I was, actually winning against the fire. I know that sounds stupid when I say it out loud, but, kind of made sense for a minute there. But then I realized, nope.
I thought I was in a bad mood. Turns out I was just hungry.
It's called hangry, whoa. Hangry.
We get up here. Oh, there's Enyo. Okay. Was worried for a second.
Aw, you worried about
Hey,
me?
hey, whoa. Now that Lyle's all, charred and burned and shit, would that just be, a hot meal? Huh? Too soon.
Too soon.
Sorry.
Let's get out of here, guys.
Do we have to leave?
Let's at least go upstairs.
Okay.
I mean, is she going to come back?
No, I don't think she expected us to survive this.
It's like your house.
I don't know where everyone else is, but if they've been twisted like the Sisters of Thorelian, I don't think it's a very good thing.
So you think it's the same?
I think it's the same that winged creature we saw when we found Reverend's body.
Shit. But you, what was that? What was that? That's cool shit. You've never done that before.
I gotta say, Sitsu, no pun. It looked pretty hot like that.
I wouldn't expect me to do that again. I don't know what happened.
Can you, do that on command now?
Probably not.
What if you ate food trucks on spicy food?
I don't think it came from.
It didn't. It wasn't from that area. It was like whole body aura. Well, I guess you get whole body aura with that too, but
Because, if you could do that on command, that would be, so fucking helpful.
I don't think I can. But I think that the Grand Mare noticed and is upset with what has happened.
yeah.
But, how did you do it the first time? Because, I didn't think I could do certain things, and then suddenly I couldn't know that.
I turn and I put my hand on Cyril's shoulder, and I pat his shoulder a couple times, and I say, with the power of prayer. And I sort of pat him down. I'm being cheesy, and as I do that, can I take anything out of his pockets that he might have stolen from the house as I do that?
roll sleight of hand check and serial roll perception.
You're up against my perception. Good fucking luck, because
Your perception should be at disadvantage because you're so taken back by Sitsu being nice to you.
Yeah.
Hugging you.
we're 19, so good luck being a 16.
Okay.
Cyril, your perception roll is actually a 6, by the way.
It's still 6 to 5.
I still beats you.
The roll becomes a 6.
The D20
Oh, the
becomes a
roll,
6.
yes. Okay, so
So
that's
that
a
means
3.
just a 3.
Yeah,
Use
I stole-
divination for that.
I stole 20.
You just spend your hourglass.
I stole a hemp rope, a rapier, and a flask of oil.
Oh shit! The fucking sword is so good for Lyle.
Will you stick those in my inventory, please, Cyril?
All of them?
Oh,
I took them back from you.
Oh! That's so dirty! How do I stick them in your inventory?
Someone sound clip that noise Alex just made.
How do I stick them in your inventory? Can I just drag and drop them, or
No, you gotta.
Alright,
Yeah,
don't worry
right. Yeah, I'll take it.
Party.
All right.
You literally robbed my house. Hey,
After you do that, Cyril just goes, Sitsu,
he doesn't know.
I don't understand, but I'll try. And then Cyril starts walking off, naming all the gods he knows. Bat Daddy, Flaming Mommy, Evil Woe, Gobble Funk.
Wow, that was
Gobblefuck's a god.
that's
Wow.
so canon. It's
I
not
mean-
even funny.
It's
So perfect.
It's so perfect.
While that was happening, I would walk up to Enyo
Enya is
very
currently
carefully.
kneeling on the ground,
Yeah.
and you can see her lips moving. And she's actually praying to Maven and Gilgoth about Lemon, because his body's burnt, but she's still technically carrying his soul.
Yeah.
And so she's asking them to look over him if he's already there in the afterlife, and thank you for burning, taking him away, but also stopping the fire from doing any more damage to T2's home. But so she's kneeling and muttering when you walk up to her. She's just by the door. I was just kind of on one knee.
Hearing this, because that's why I came up to you, but hearing this, I would just walk up and put my hand on your shoulder, so I'm there,
Yeah.
and just offer my support in that way.
You notice that she almost jerks a little bit with her shoulder when she feels your hand, but then settles because she recognizes the hand on her shoulder as you. It was almost instinctive for her to rip her shoulder away until she recognized who it was.
Look at Enyo getting so much more comfortable with
Touching.
Touching.
I'm trying to grow as a person too.
Once I'm done praying to Gilgoth as well, asking her to guide me to make sure that the imposter, the betrayer, the one who is false, is taken care of and we're not misled by him. I'll get up and say, all right, well done, Sitsu. Now what?
Now I think I guess I don't know, but Sitsu, that was incredible, and I if there was ever a moment where I doubted, you have restored my faith. So thank you for that. And she squeezes your hand.
Now kiss. Whoa, whispers out loud.
Has this sort of
In
boy little.
Inyo's gonna whisper to Woe, what did I miss? What happened?
Ditsu just squeezes her hand back and kisses her hand, and then looks at the group and says, Alright, well, I think we know who's responsible for all of this, but
Mm-hmm.
how on earth are we gonna find him?
Oh. Well, there's a couple of leads that we have that we could go down, honestly. If we think about the archaeology guild and the rooms we found there, and the fact that the room we found in the sewers was of similar make, there's a chance we could find a tunnel down there to him, but I don't know if that's the safest way to go.
I mean, that place collapsed pretty hard. If we tried to dig it out, I mean, we could, but
Well,
I want to find who's sending you these messages.
so there's an option. I don't know if you would want to do it, because I really don't want to do it. I kind of want to throw up when I think about it.
what's the option?
I think we're at the point of crazy plans right now.
We could go try and talk to Caspian.
Hmm.
Isn't that the one that you...
Yeah, his
that
dad is a part of the
Okay.
he's in charge of the Mariners Guild, and Nick, you're gonna have to help me fill in on this. He's one of the on the council. What is it? He's
Yeah,
part of
Kivas is one of the
he's a master on the Heptarchy. Caspian's his son to take his place, and
Didn't that last note or whatever you got say to go back to where it all started?
So yeah, and I mean, we obviously, and I don't know if I made this clear, but the writing on the note next to Kendrahorn's head is not the writing on the notes that I have. That you guys, I know you can't read it, and I know you have to trust my word at that. But
Yeah.
that note I have says I need to go home. It needs to return back to my origin or my genesis, as it said specifically. And I mean, talking to Caspian is part of that, but
Do you think maybe it could be like Misty's?
well, there's also my parents' house.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Why don't we split up? Each of us
Speaking
take
of
one.
parents. Oh yeah. I would love to do a check-in at some point, but I don't know if that's safe.
Aren't they wandering around with a cart or something though? Like they're not in a. We can't like go check. We don't know where they are.
I mean,
We don't-
Gobblefunk could.
Gobblefunk could
You had
possibly find
sent them to Clearview on a honeymoon
Yeah.
in your cart.
Yeah.
They're not.
it. They're not in Martyria right now.
Are they? No, they are.
Oh,
They're
are
in
they?
Martyria.
Purview's in Martyria, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
A district.
It's the
Um,
nicer area.
Oh, it's the
right?
nicer, safer, supposedly safer district, and yet they lost their eyeballs. Whoa. We're gonna talk
Oh,
about
good.
this.
Well,
That
they
was
might
my
not have.
fucking fault.
We don't know if it's their eyeballs. They just look like them.
Okay. So yeah, so that's my next step. I need to go either talk to Caspian or go back home. I mean, I was already at their graves when we were in the graveyard, and obviously nothing was there. And we've been in and out of the sewers a couple of times, and I'm pretty sure that's not where we need to be.
Where
I have-
was your home located?
Right smack dab in the Mariners Guild.
Where and
Close to it,
forgive
yeah.
me for asking. Where did they die? In your home.
Yep.
And where did you meet FAT for the first time?
On the streets. Lemon and Orange found me when I was stealing food. It took a while to trust them, obviously. But I wasn't the only one. But I was one of the ones that still stuck around the longest, I feel like. But, I mean, I met them when I was already in the streets. My parents had been dead probably at least more than a year or two before I came, working with them, and they mentored me. So,
Those are the only like two beginnings I can think of.
Well, I mean, when she met us.
Well,
yeah, that's true.
The real beginning. Yeah.
Well, realistically, it's probably when she met me.
It's when we found the Arcanex, honestly. That's like when everything started.
And the
We
Arcanex.
found the one at Misty's, didn't we?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
original one, the one we haven't done anything with. It still holds.
we still have that one, right?
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
thrown it away or anything.
Can I look at that one? Because I have a theory on who's inside it.
I pull it out of my papoose.
Because it's been in the papoose the whole time.
It's so
It's-
warm. Oh God.
Sorry, it's a little sticky. Gobblefunk has had it for a minute.
Like a cat with a ball of
Just like a
cat.
jawbreaker,
Yeah.
I don't know what fluids those are, to be honest with you. I've just kind of ignored it at this point.
Mm.
It's like a little bit of everything.
I just glare at Gobblefunk for a minute.
Only some of them mine.
Who else is in your papoose?
I got friends.
Oh gosh.
With you here on this plane?
No, just the fluids.
you keep your friends close,
No, not that close, please. I don't want to be that close of friends with you, Gobblefunk.
Cyril, what about that hot
Oh, Cyril's date.
Chiquita
you
banana?
Time is
Are you-
it?
You missed your
I have
date.
no idea what that is.
It's
Oh,
next
it's like-
day.
I don't know. Yeah, like this is you've been downstairs for a while now, but
It's like
you're
2 days later, isn't it?
You're
Can we-
midday.
Can we like go up to the main floor or like a not
Yeah, there's no map for that, but
okay?
yeah,
Just
Onward.
get it.
I'll just take you
Here.
back to the theater.
We're in a more cozy atmosphere.
So I think maybe now would be a good place for us to take another quick bathroom break as you all are deciding what you want to do.
Sounds good. Ooh, hold on.
And we are back. So you are on the ground floor of Les Chauffines in this empty skeleton of a house, and Cyril has gold burning in his pocket. You all have tentative plans of where you might want to go, but Sitsu, you were mentioning before we left something about the Arcanex, as now Will has handed this over.
Is there, knowing now that there's souls inside of it, is there a way to try and figure out if I think I know whose soul could be in there? If it is?
Roll this would be Arcana, so go ahead and roll Arcana. And, or actually, before you even do that, just who do you, like, say what you, like, as you, like, reach out and try to contact?
Who thinks it's Arliss's son?
Okay. And so, what do you say? What do you do? What do you, like, are you, like, talking to are you thinking hard at the...
I would call out to him by name if I knew it.
And
Ouija board style, like, are you there?
It's me, Sitsu.
C2, go ahead and roll your choice of either, I guess, Arcana or religion with advantage.
I'm gonna guide myself, and those are both equally bad, so guidance hopefully will help. Oh, it didn't even need it.
C2, as you, like, think this, you're channeling, you remember the name Calvin comes to mind. You know the story that Arliss's young son disappeared like so many other children did around 20 years ago at the height of the Nabber Panic. And while eventually, or after a 5-year spree, someone was brought to justice, things didn't quite line up. It didn't seem to fit. And as you concentrate on him, there's no way to know for sure, but something as you hold this and you think his name and his story feels right.
Kind of turn and look at Enyo because she still has lemon
Oh yeah.
in his. I think I know why Misty kept this hidden.
Why?
It's her son.
You mean? Wait, just like, and she's gonna pull out, showing lemons. Just like lemon,
Just like you.
and I'm gonna put it away. Well, that's good to know, but that's way older though, wouldn't it be? Because when did he pass, or when did that all happen to him?
Like, what, 20 years ago? Something like that?
So that's why she left?
That's why she left Les Chauffines. She blamed Le Maire for not doing more.
And then they took that information. Now
And now they're gone.
Yep.
But that's what one of the mayor at another house told me when I was trying to convince them to go after Owlin. They said I sounded like Arliss.
reasonable.
Reasonable, yeah.
Apparently.
Worried about those you care for. It sounds like, no offense, Yusu, but it sounds like the corruption of Les Chauffines is far deeper than
I mean, we've always been secretive and not one to get involved if we don't have to. But whatever this new nonsense is with our winged friends, I don't think that was going on 20 years ago.
I think they were just baited by their hope.
Well, he's an imposter, a false being with immense power, though. That much is true. We've seen it in action. Let's just hope that we can safely discover more to unravel this mystery before he strikes again. Though he doesn't seem to truly want to kill us, he definitely put us in many precarious positions and situations.
Doesn't want to kill us. He woke up a whole field of zombies to attack us.
That's true. But what if that was to make a point?
That point was very fine indeed.
He could have just left the bodies there as they were, and we stumbled out and be blamed for that and imprisoned. But he made a point to stay.
I think
and
he
let us see him in a sense. I feel like, but I could be
think
wrong.
There's two powers going on that are battling each other, and I think one power is leading us.
Well, also
Specifically
when
you
he
and you.
attacked. When he
Wait, is
attacked,
one of those
it
powers
was-
C2?
Well, Sitsu definitely has
Sitsu's
her
a
own
god.
power and her support.
That's kinda
Have you
what I'm
not
saying.
figured that out yet, Cyril? Sitsu's just the god the whole time.
It all makes sense now.
Well, there's definitely pieces we're missing. That's the main thing.
Yeah, one of those
I
Lyle's
think
arm.
someone's playing around with
Oh.
powers they shouldn't be, and then
Fuck, man.
someone else is pissed off that they're doing so.
Yeah, no, that's an accurate description.
The one that woke up the bodies at the Reaper warehouse. I don't think we were the target necessarily, because they took out the whole Reapers.
I mean, they
Yeah.
took out everybody except us, and we were in
But
like the
they're
central
also
area.
the one who is enticing all the cults in the neighborhoods to do soul sacrifices. So that's pretty.
It's
So
almost
who
like they're trying to
or
get
what?
more of these orbs to awaken something bigger. They're sacrificing all these people
Yep.
to create all these Arcanexes, and they're going to use all these Arcanexes to wake up something that's been asleep or that hasn't been here.
They're
I mean,
all little batteries.
but remember the ritual room down in the Archaeological Guild? Remember how there were
Yes.
only so many?
Yes, because they would sacrifice people in the pit, and then it would power all the orbs up top.
Right.
Wait.
But what if there's something further in there that...
No, Enyo, you I think you're right that there were before I met you guys, there's all sorts of rumors about what was happening with the Archaeology Guild, but they found some sort of like way to create these eldritch like super soldiers. These
Yeah.
Arcanexes, that's what they found, but someone's trying to get those soldiers.
Or that power, or the power to make those soldiers to...
Yeah, you just kill someone, steal their soul, and throw it into a mindless, hulking mass
Well, I mean, we know
that
of...
does everything you want.
Yeah, well, we know of one sacrificial area, which is outside the city. That's where they were able to transfer the souls from the body to the Arcanexes, right? What if
Yeah.
the Archaeology Guild, either that site was also able to do the same, or there's something more that we missed while we were there?
Where
Wait,
they're using
hang
the
on.
Arcanexes as little snacks to feed something bigger.
I just thought of something
What?
that we should experiment with. Do we have any, like, blank Arcanexes? Like, the one I use exploded, so, like, do we have an Arcanex that, like, doesn't have a soul in it?
They got
I
cracked or
have
something?
7 empty Arcanexes currently.
Can I have one?
What?
When they were doing the sacrifices in the grove, they were speaking when they did those.
Yeah.
They were
Did
saying
any-
something.
Did
But
any of us catch that?
You certainly heard what they said, but I mean, it'd be like most of us if we were hearing someone say a phrase in Mandarin.
We wouldn't
Meant anything.
understand.
It's not something you couldn't even repeat it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We know that just killing someone with an Arcanex around doesn't suck the soul. There has to be a step in between there.
There's either a spell, an enchantment, or something in those. Remember, they stabbed them with those daggers. I wonder if it's something specific.
We had empty Arcanexes, and nothing was happening when we were killing all those.
I mean,
people.
we've killed a bunch of people, so.
Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
Cyril, you helped in that. Nice fireballs.
Cyril pockets the Arcanex with a sheepish look on his face because he had every intention of murdering someone with the Arcanex.
Yep.
Alex was chatting me that.
Yeah,
That's why I was saying it, because
Cyril's
last
about to
time
go
we
serial
were in the
killer.
grove, that's what Cyril was asking. He was like, "Does anything happen?"
I mean, the biggest thing
No.
is there's a piece
I
missing.
tried to.
There's a piece missing. Either it's the dagger
no,
or the
yes,
spell
you
of
do.
some kind that we're missing when it comes to filling the Arcanexes. But do we need that piece to figure out why people are going around filling these Arcanexes and using them?
Okay, can I go really,
Review,
really
yes.
far off the deep end real quick?
I'm down,
Sure.
but then I want to go shopping. 'cause
Okay.
my
I've been
brain's fried.
waiting for it.
All right.
Get unhinged.
So you know how everything's collapsed before, right? We saw when we were in the dig site, we saw Martyria, but better,
Mhm.
right? What if we got, theoretically, what if we got so far above ourselves that power, ultimate power, became souls? Right?
Okay.
The best source of power was Arcanexus. What happens when your best source of power is people?
You start just losing people. I mean,
Fucking killing everyone.
yeah,
right?
everybody's dying left and right to empower these artifacts. These Arcanexes.
Who would get upset with that shit, right?
People.
The gods.
Oh, I can think of
Oh.
more
Who
than
would
one
shut that
god.
shit down and bury it forever.
And more than one god would shut that shit down.
The god.
But only if it was their people being sacrificed.
No, I don't even think if it would be their people being
I don't know.
sacrificed.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Because
It was
the
a whole thing of
Arcanexes are
economics
ancient.
is like,
Arcanexes are not new. They're ancient, right? But why
Right.
don't we use them today? Probably ethical reasons, right?
lost art
Well,
form?
and then why are we unable to communicate with the gods anymore? Because after the schism, what if it was around the time when the schism happened, they were using all these souls, and there were specific gods that were condoning it, accepting it, wanting them to power up and use these, and they ended up all fighting and having an argument about it, and that's what caused the schism.
What if it was the
All
people who
Arcanexes.
created the schism and locked the gods out because they were the ones allowing these Arcanexes to happen?
That's another way of looking at it. I mean, there's
Bottom
gotta
line,
be a
I think we
balance
need to
here.
know. I think we need to know what powers up the Arcanex, like that missing piece. Not only because, I mean, we should know what that means. So, you know, if we had to, we could do it. But mostly, that's the missing piece, because if we know what that piece is, where it comes from, what language it is, or whatever, it'll tell us where the original power is coming from. That's kind of a big piece to unwinding the puzzle, is knowing the origin.
I think we should be selective about using them,
Oh yes.
considering they are literally someone's essence.
Mm.
Maybe.
Totally. When I used the one to blow apart Yanni and the frog person, I only did that because I, to be honest, wasn't sure it was gonna work. But now that I know how it works, I don't need to do it again.
Okay, see, to correct me if I'm wrong, this Arcanex, and I'm gonna take the one that she's holding. This one is over 20 plus years old.
Presumably.
Okay, now, and I'm not that good at magic, you know that, and I'm gonna pull out Lemon's Arcanex. What are two key differences that you see about these that we've actually noticed when it comes to one that's recently been made versus this one?
I do it to detect magic and actually compare the two.
If you'd like.
Sure.
10 minutes.
Because looking at them, and I'm going to hand them to Cyril for do the detect magic, because when you look at them, and from what you that are magic users have given me as impression, is that the 20-year-old Arcanex is just, I mean, Gobblefunk slobbers over the damn thing. It's it's
Maybe
it's like a
it's-
fine wine. Like it gets better as it's just sitting there. The power just intensifies, right? And then you have these new ones. Yes, they're powerful, but has Gobblefunk ever just tried to grab them from you, Woe, and just nom 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 on them? No.
Here's a really dirty thought that you guys might not want to hear.
Okay.
What if it's because the soul's so young?
Okay, that could
Quality
be a
of
fact.
soul
How-
differences?
Do we know how old?
Yeah. What if it's because like the soul is so innocent,
Mm.
He was
Well,
so
that's-
it's so much more pure? And what if that's what everybody started fucking doing? They just started killing babies.
Well, that would actually then connect with the fact that the young orphans have been taken out off the streets and into the sewers and been missing and not found at all.
children again. I mean, I know it's not called the Nabber, but the panic was 20 years ago, and
But what's interesting is the fact that even though I think the kids is definitely a good point, Woe, we're seeing these other cults are sacrificing the adults, not the children.
What if they haven't connected those dots yet? And when they connect those dots, how fucked up is it going to be?
Let's hope they don't. Let's hope that what we're thinking is
I mean,
Or
a time factor and not a soul factor
or-
of the innocence of a child.
it could be completely different too.
Because I almost want to say it's time.
Like maybe Arlen's son was like willingly gone, right? Or captured by his mother or something like that, versus something through sacrifice or murder.
Well, one thing
I don't
about
know.
the ones that were sacrificed outside the walls is even Lemon himself. I mean, you guys stood next to him. I mean, he wasn't there before he got killed, right? I mean, there was something mentally going on. Not that just he was beaten to hell and back, which he was. He was.
he was under a similar influence as Alan out there.
Alan, can you shed any light on that influence? I know I don't really want to bring up any bad memories, but is there anything you can share with us?
It felt like I was in a fog, as if I did not have full control over my mental faculties.
But you
It's
could
not
see everything you were
exactly-
doing. You knew you were doing these things, but you had no control or decision-making processes at all.
It was like seeing it through a film, like a layer of, like a membrane almost. It was. I was there, but I wasn't there. If that makes any sense.
I mean, it's almost like compulsion, mind control, mind manipulation.
Cyril, your ritual goes off, and as you focus on these 2 points in the... Ennio, are you holding both of them?
No,
still?
I handed them to him.
Oh, okay.
When I was
Oh,
continuing
okay.
my conversation, because I knew he had already said he was gonna detect it, but I'll take him back once he's done.
And
Obviously.
they're going, wee, 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 wee.
Yeah.
Cyril,
Trying to grab
I mean,
too.
you notice, even before the spell transpires, there's some physical differences. You've seen these differences before this. What you're calling the newer Arcanex, the glass seems thicker. It's a little bit larger, and the light, while still opalescent, is just slightly darker. Whereas the OG Arcanex that you found at Misty's, it seems lighter, thinner. If they were gemstones, it's the difference between a diamond and a flawless diamond.
So the
But
first
the
thing that-
magic,
Yeah.
as you are perceiving now that your spell has gone off, the magic seems to be of the same signature, but the one that you found first just seems to be stronger.
Now, one of the things that Cyril is trying to determine is it a physical difference in the structure that made the Arcanex, as in the actual glass orb or whatever it's contained in? Is that the difference, and it's just a better quality design, or is it an actual magical difference, as in somehow I don't know, magic? But
That's tough
Can't-
to
if it-
tell. Yeah,
Is
you-
it
that cannot
like-
be determined. That cannot be determined.
Is
But
it like
that's
a
his real intention here. Was the first Arcanex just a better quality for trapping the soul, or is it a result of what that soul is his question. And if it can't be determined, it can't be determined.
And because you're holding both of these very reasonable possibilities in your head. It's hard for you to separate. Like it could be one, it could be the other, it could be both.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Is it like a designer person, a knockoff? And you can't really, you
Flawless.
can tell the difference, but
Not
you can't.
flawless.
Forgery. But like a good one.
I mean, but we also have to imagine if this is truly, you know, original orb from way back then, an antique, the process to create them has obviously been lost. And what we're seeing here is the recreation. Someone has successfully made it. It's not obviously of the same caliber or the same
Someone
stuff.
has been taught how to make it and use.
Something is teaching somebody how to make it, but it's not the
It's
same.
like I feel like we know who.
It's like people trying to recreate Roman concrete.
And I do wonder about the bodies, though. Have you guys thought about that for a second?
Which body?
Nope.
Okay.
I've been thinking about bodies all day.
And well, you're probably gonna
I
kind
need
of connect
you
the
to be
dots.
more specific.
What happened to the body after she sacrificed the first one? Didn't it fall down into a hole or something? Or did I miss
It
that?
like
Nick,
it was just there. It was just dead.
it was just dead.
Yeah, it just slumped over dead.
Okay. So I was just making sure nothing happened to him. Never mind then. Keep that for later.
Another piece here, if we're adding to our puzzle. So the Relian, the Shrieking Sisters, they had their sacrifices out at the grove, somewhere that makes sense to be sacred to this, you know, some deity of nature and life.
Yeah.
Where did Le Maire send Les Chauffines to be sacrificed? This house is usually teeming.
Oh shit!
We're not like a huge
To the night
group,
birds.
but there's a couple hundred of us, like
And they're gone.
So
usually 20 or 30 in this house easily.
this is what I'm thinking. This thing, our beautiful winged angel of death,
Disgusting
Is-
vile imposter. Sorry.
taking hold of any group that they can
Any-
sink their claws into.
Anyone vulnerable?
And it sounds like they've taken the Nightbirds. It sounds like they've taken Les Chauffines. It sounds like they've taken the Shrieking Sisters. So who's left? I mean, I feel like gotta look into the Nightbirds.
What about the and I mean this is just a rumor, and I don't know if this is accurate, but Asher Heights and their the cannibalistic sex what's it? Cannibalistic
That's
sex
not
called.
going on right now, but thanks.
factions.
What's the Black Cabal?
Look at Lyle, like, is it happening right now?
Does anybody know what that is?
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Sitsu, you know when you first talked to Kendra, that when she said, you know, like saying that Arliss had a dodgy past, or Misty had a dodgy past, she had mentioned that the organization that Arliss once belonged to was called the Black Cabal.
Yes. But it's cannibalistic?
Yeah, so
Wait.
several members, if not all of the families in Asher Heights, the 5 families, not just families, the 5 families are a part of that sect. That's the last rumor I heard about it. But I mean, you're mentioning all these cults getting seduced.
Okay, but if they think Arliss was part of that, they could think the Black Cabal is us.
I mean, we're already
I'm
enemy
going.
number 1.
No, I mean
I'm going it deep in the note.
me. Initial me.
No, you're right. You're true. That's true.
Like her dodgy past. I mean, but
Well,
I
and
don't think
I wonder then if the murders, it's interesting because if you think about it, all the murders seem to be random people at first, right? And then suddenly there was a huge target of the Knights, right? The Knights of Juris, like they lost commanding officers, Kinderhorn, all of that, right? What if it's not just like cults? What if it's any organization, any guild?
well, yeah, that's what Woe said. Just any vulnerable.
Trying to make them vulnerable. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. Once the
How
Knights
do
of
we
Juris
fit?
lose their leadership, they're going to be looking for somebody.
Yeah.
and
to lead them.
they've kicked an anthill, and now the knights are aimless and headless, and that's
Literally.
Everybody's fucking ripe for the picking right now. And they're just going around manipulating every single person against
It
each other.
shows the election.
Uh-huh.
The whole city.
Mm.
That's like tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Amira Honeycrest.
The whole city is
The
ripe
Mediarchy
for
election.
picking.
Weird how this is working out.
Who's left of the selection, though? Who's left to even run? Do we have the newspaper still? Does the
I have it
newspaper have
written down
any
somewhere in
information, Nick?
About what?
About the election and who's the runnings? And
Why don't we go get a new fucking newspaper? Because it's been 2 days.
All right, let's go shopping and get a
And
newspaper.
out here with all the murders, yeah, that 2 days could be a lot of candidates off the list.
Let's go.
I also
let's go
need
look.
to check
Can we get the
the
newspaper? as we go shopping?
misconnections.
Yeah, let's go out. We'll go shopping, get a newspaper, and then we'll reconvene and talk a bit more. How's that sound?
Yeah.
I need some new armor. and
Sarah,
crossbows.
do you want to? Sarah, do you want to go shopping, or do you want to try and make up for the fact that you missed your date last night?
Oh, that's right.
She's cool. She'll forgive me.
I mean, you didn't show up
Yeah,
at a rendezvous
That definitely
point.
sounds like something a woman would be down for. Is like just
Ghosting.
getting stood up and then being like, "Oh no, it's totally chill. I knew that you forgot." and didn't
Well,
check
here's
in
the
with me."
thing.
Why don't
Some
you send her a
guy-
message?
Some guy who knows a lot about women was like, bro, you're coming off desperate. You gotta slow play it, is what Some guy said.
Oh, Lyle was getting at it.
Wait, are
Sorry.
you talking about
Just-
Gobblefunk? Because I wouldn't take any sort of.
Believe it or not, I am not talking about Gobblefunk.
Look, I did tell you to slow play it, but I mean, there's a difference between playing it slow and totally ghosting someone.
Yeah, isn't there, Lyle?
Yeah, I'm learning that. Yeah.
Wait,
Also, dude, you literally.
did
let
you
her
give
eat
me
your
bad
arm.
advice?
Probably. Look, I've been in 2 relationships in my adult life, so
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
but at the
oh,
same time, you're
oh,
missing
wow.
2 parts of your body from
Lyle,
one, so
Lyle,
clearly you know a lot about
you
women.
Yeah.
should not have admitted that. Why did you admit
Only
that?
2?
I'm just like baffled that you just admitted that.
There wasn't a lot of time
Wait,
to
and you
date
wanna
in
come
the
over here?
archaeology guild. It's,
Yeah.
I know what you want from me.
I mean,
One
I
bit
killed
you
your
and the other
second
one got murdered
girlfriend.
right in front of you?
Like, oh my god, really? That
The-
only the. You know what? I can't even judge. I can't
Oh,
even judge.
I don't want to ask the question.
I.
No, I said my
did
adult
Enyo kill
life.
50% of the people you slept with?
No,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
like
Yep.
33%.
Nope. 50%.
Not how math works.
Might be.
Hmm.
No, I'm just. Hey, Enyo, wow, that's really interesting over here. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm coming. I'm right behind
Guys,
you. Love.
yeah,
Let's go.
I feel like this became way more about me than it needed to be.
Let's go shopping. I need a newspaper.
Yeah, as for
Nothing.
Enyo, what exactly you're so interested in Asher Heights and those families?
No, it's just a rumor that was circulating around Misty's Tavern on the regular, it seemed. Like the Reapers and the Syndicate were talking about it, and it just stuck in my head, you know?
I mean, okay, but then like the person who's been killing all these people to get you to remember things, killed a bunch of families at Asher Heights and said, "Remember whence you came."
I'm sorry, what? Hold on, wait. Are you jumping something? Because I felt like you just leaped across a chasm and left me on the other side.
I mean, sure, we've all heard like rumors and stuff, but why would he kill all these noble families to tell you where you came from?
I grew up in the Mariners Guild. I grew up in Riverside. I mean, my parents
Did
worked. Yes, I
Or
played
do
with
you just-
Caspian.
Do you just remember that?
No, that's my life. That's
Is it? Or are you from Asher Heights?
no. I would know. I think I would know if I was related to anybody in Asher Heights.
Would you? Little orphan girl with no real memory?
I mean, it was on the street for a while, but I remember playing with Caspian, and Why what has made you jump to that conclusion? Because there's no way I'm related to anybody up there in Azure Heights.
I've heard differently, and I kind of thought it was just a story until this all started happening.
What do you mean what are you talking about?
Well, I didn't realize you didn't know anything about yourself, but like there's all sorts of silly stories on the street that you're actually one of the Greymores.
No, I mean, no, I've always...
Are those the vampires or are those the werewolves?
I don't know which one is which at this point, but
Hold on. I can't remember.
but I mean, whoever's killing these people and carving M's in their faces killed 5 people from Asher Heights and said, "Remember from whence you came," and one of the Greymores was one of them.
Oh, it was the Morrow family. Are vampires or werewolves? Sorry, not the Greymore.
Okay, so what's this rumor, what story about a child that was lost?
No, not that, but just about you, Enyo of Old Town.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually being a daughter of the Greymore family.
I think you'd know.
Would
It
you?
was-
So, like, Enyo's a vampire princess, is what you're saying?
No. I may have a
That makes a
fascination
lot of sense
with-
that Enyo's a princess secretly.
Right?
I may have a fascination with the vampires and Gilgoth and the shadows, but that's you're leaping beyond. That would be
Am
beyond me. Yes,
Enyo, can you look at me right now in my eyes and tell me you remember where you come from?
I come from Riverside, the Mariners Guild.
Yeah.
That's where my parents were
See?
from.
You already know you don't remember your own life. You know things have been changed.
Well, yeah, but that's the memory of how my parents died. I mean, that could be anything circumstantial, I think. I don't think that has to do with how my life was before my parents died.
Are you sure? Why did they kill those families and to tell you remember where you came from?
Well, they did that down in the sewers, though. I mean, but
No. That was in Asher Heights.
The
Are you
bodies
guys
were found
okay?
around the statue, Martyria Eternal, the
Mhm.
statue of Irem in Riverside. But
Mhm. Well, I mean, okay, if you want to jump to the conclusion, then the only person that's going to actually know any of that is going to be Caspian again. The idiot.
If he really is a part
Your
of
childhood
story.
crush, right?
If he's really a part of your story.
I don't want to talk to him.
We should go shopping, though.
Okay, I need new
Yeah,
armor anyway.
this is as we're going to the shops.
Yeah.
Also Nick, I love that you just started smiling as soon as I brought that up.
Yeah.
I know I was like these rumors finally are getting some airtime.
I just went. I'm like,
wanna,
let me check my.
I don't
Google
want to
Docs.
dump them all at once. So
No, I mean,
slowly
that's why I just started throwing one or two out there because it felt like it was a good time based on what was going on.
Enyo, what if where it all began is in Asher Heights for you?
I mean, I don't ever go to Asher Heights. I don't. I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, but do I look like somebody that was from Asher Heights? I don't. They're such
You
assholes.
look like
I mean-
somebody who's trying to conceal their identity.
Clean you up a
I'm
bit,
not
put you in the
though.
dress, you could be a noble.
I mean, when you did wear my skirt, you look fucking snatched. So, like,
Can we be
the way
going
you,
to the
way you don't think you do, but the way you walk, your hips sway. They sway like a noble lady.
I've never walked like a noble lady in my life.
I'm just saying this, why would those deaths be associated with where you came from?
Look, Amelia Simba, and I go by Inyo. I am not someone who's a Greymore. I'm not saying it couldn't be out of the realm of possibility that maybe I would be related to somebody there. I mean, who knows? But that's not me. I'm not.
It's not who you are now. That doesn't mean
It's okay.
wasn't you before.
I believe what you believe.
I
Inyo.
don't have any, like, what you're saying doesn't connect with anything that I know.
And that's okay. We know that you don't remember.
But I mean, if you actually think that's factual, what you're saying now to me is that Inyo, hey, guess what? You don't remember anything about your life. Do you even know who you are?
What if you're so important that they had to wipe your memory?
Okay, now you're just being silly. I feel like.
What
No,
if
I'm
they did it-
serious.
What if
Something so important happened and they're like, we have to get this person like
witness protection?
deep. So deep no one questions it. No one would question an orphan on the street.
But you see them every day in Riverside.
I mean, they're all.
But
there's ton of us.
secretly you had like someone watching your back, and they set you up to be set up with an organization that would watch your back as well. AKA Vamp Daddy made sure that FAT took you in.
You keep saying that. You're killing me every time you say that, Snatch.
I don't know. I gotta meet him. I'm smitten.
Issues over here.
I'm smitten over a character we all made up together.
Oh my God.
That we don't even know.
We don't even know.
I don't know.
By this point, you have made it to the well. I guess what neighborhood are you shop?
Armory first, hopefully.
Yeah, I'd like to go there.
Okay.
First.
So
We
you
need
head to
get
the
Lyle
square,
here.
and you see that the shops in the square as well are covered with these advertisements for Nightbird specials. And as you peek inside the first one, you see that there is like a blacksmith's anvil on the sign out front. You see that the store is just picked over, and the shopkeep is like doing their best to make what little they have left, like a handful of arrows and some shoddy looking bows and some rushed daggers and short swords, look more presentable. They see you peeking and say, oh yeah, yes, come on in. There's still plenty, some to go around.
Can I give the rapier that I stole from Cyril that he took from Le Chauffin house to Lyle?
You can.
Does that fit you?
Cyril,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
rapier? The sword.
I'll take it. It's better than this dagger in my fist.
What would be your ideal?
I mean, I love the feel of a scimitar, but I'd do a rapier, short sword, long sword. Give me anything with a blade, and I'll be fine.
I have a spare short sword.
Is there like
This whole time?
At the bottom of my bag, because Inyo's like pulling out her
Oh,
sharp
goodness, your bag, your purse overflows, does it? You could even bother to dig down for
Alright,
Pummel?
alright, that's enough of that.
and
She pulls it out and gold just falls everywhere.
That's mine.
the shopkeep's eyes go wide. Oh, yes, there's some great things. Are you giving him the short
I'll
sword?
give him this person.
Do you
You
have
got-
any armor for sale?
Yes, please.
You got
Oh,
anything good tucked in the back
Gosh.
from your personal collection?
I will say things have been picked over. No. If you're just looking... Are you looking for something functional, or are you looking for something...
I'm looking for something you wouldn't be normally willing to sell.
What are you offering?
I mean, I would sell the literal shirt on my back. So
Then you're
I'm
the
not
type
holding
of
out.
person I'm
Look-
looking for.
What you
Look
got?
at... there is a guy a couple blocks down, Armand, but he deals in antiques, so it's...
Oh, Peace.
I don't know if that's
I
gonna really
walk out
be
the door.
what you want.
I
Do you
still
have
kind of want the armor.
Do you have any
He deals-
armor or daggers or hand crossbows that are better than this? And Inyo's gonna demonstrate her stuff.
Antiques equal magic.
He points to his stuff and he's like, decidedly not. If you take a look at what I have, I would buy that rapier. I'd buy that short sword. I'd buy them all. Actually.
I want sword, not the rapier.
So yeah, you can have that back, Seitsu.
Okay.
Sorry,
fair.
Lau.
Can Alan use a rapier? Does she?
She has
one?
rapier.
She has one. Okay.
Okay, so you really don't have anything that would upgrade my armor or enhance it in any fashion.
I don't know how one would upgrade armor than like polish it.
Do you have any? You don't have any like.
Any armor for sale right now?
No, that was the first thing to go.
Oh,
Yeah, I figured.
of course it was.
Okay, well
What
here
store-
I'll
What
sell
store are
you
we
this
in? Are we in
rapier.
Armand's?
No.
He just recommended Armand's.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
Cyril's going to
Whoa.
Armand's.
Who's already
All right.
Go with there.
Lowe's. Lyle's trying to keep up.
I'll sell him the rapier that Lyle didn't want.
So, 5 gold sound about fair?
How about 10 since you don't have any?
Done!
No.
And he
Jesus Christ.
takes the rapier.
Uh,
You see, he very quickly puts a little sign out next to the rapier, and it says 100 gold pieces.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go to.
You can add 10 gold.
I'm gonna go to Armando, whatever place. Bye. I'm gonna
Armand.
follow.
Yeah.
Armand.
Yeah, Woe, you and Cyril are the first inside. Armand, antique arms and armor, and you see that there are a few people milling about inside, but these shelves are pretty well stocked, but everything looks a little bit old and
Oh, yeah.
it does to some extent give you a similar vibe to Rosemont's, but less like jam-packed. But it looks like a lot of these things might just be like decorative. You see there is this like pearl white breastplate, but it looks like it's more like ceremonial than it is protective. And you see there's like a rusted chain shirt that at one point probably was pretty nice, but in its current state not so great. You see a staff, a black dagger. There's all sorts of things as you're perusing, and I'm going to send you a list of those items because
Oh yeah.
there's more than meets the eye.
And
Black Dagger sounds.
I was
fun.
really impressed with
Yeah,
this
I
list
was
of
like-
things.
So this is what you see at Armand's. Now, if you investigate any of them a little more closely, you might learn like a hint.
And stay the fuck away from that black dagger.
Hold on, no. Fuck you, Wo. Where's the list?
You're not here.
I just sent it to the general.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Fuck you, Wo.
Ooh. I know
No.
things that I want to buy when I get there.
Yeah, see, so you show up not much later.
Can I go look at the sickle?
What about the sickle?
Can I just go look at that? See if I
Yeah,
can...
yeah. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, thank God I'm a halfling.
So as you're taking a look at this sickle, these markings that are on it, they're faded, but you just make out what looks like it could be like part of a moon phase.
Does it look kind of sharp enough? Is it like...
It looks pretty dull.
Okay.
I would like to look at the wand, the studded leather armor, and the purple robes.
Okay, the purple robes, they're just covered in yeah, the little bits of holes where clearly insects have got to them, but they look like maybe at one point they were quite nice, but the color has faded. You see that go ahead and roll an investigation. You see that the collar of the robes flares out, and it almost looks like a book open on its side with the pages spread.
Okay.
Alex, did you want to go for anything, or shall I go next?
Go for it.
Can I look at the dagger, the hand crossbow, and the indiscernible armor? What did you write?
Indiscernible.
Indiscernible?
Yeah, this armor, it kind of looks like it could be made of leather or like some weird metal. It looks like it could be light armor, it could be medium armor, you're not really sure.
Okay, what about the dagger and crossbow? And I'll roll, I guess. Not very good. It's fine. What about the crossbow? I'll do the 7 for the crossbow.
Yeah, the crossbow, you're not getting anything additional, but it looks like it was once quite nice.
Does it just have charring on it? Is that the only thing I can see? Like, otherwise it's fully functional?
It doesn't have any cable on it, but
Well, that's easily replaceable, so... Okay. Can I pick up the indiscernible armor and just kind of hold it to see if I can get a weight out of it? If it would be light enough for me to use?
Sorry, say that one more time.
The indiscernible armor, can I is the shopkeeper okay if I pick it up to kind of get an idea of the weight to see if it's going to be light enough for me to wear and be comfortable?
Yeah, you could wear that.
And then what about the dagger? That was the last thing I wanted to look at.
The dagger, roll one more investigation check.
And you and the creepy daggers, man.
I have an obsession, I guess.
As you look at that pommel, it's jagged black, and it almost looks like it could be a crown.
I look over at Owlin while Enyo's holding the dagger. Making sure that she doesn't kill someone else's significant other.
Oh, fuck off! God damn it!
Oh man, she would not make it out of the shop.
I would not, and I like Owlin, so Owlin's gonna stay. Well, can I speak with the proprietor and discuss the armor and the dagger first?
Yeah. You're interested in making a purchase, are you?
I was interested in this armor. Do you have any information on it?
Well, if you look closely, it looks like on the chest piece there. Is that a snowflake? Is it a star? It's hard to tell. Something was there once.
Okay. And what about this dagger?
Ooh, doesn't it just feel good in the hand? Here, give it a.
We all tense a little bit when
Everybody-
he tells her that.
And Inyo can kind of feel the glares and the tensing behind her. She's like, let me just step. And she steps way away from everybody and gives it a quick twirl, testing the balance and the just the feel of it.
It feels real nice in your hand, but Enyo, you've never really felt a dagger that didn't feel nice in your hand.
That's what I was gonna think. You can use pretty much any dagger. So what about these two items? What are you looking at price wise?
Everything in the shop is a flat rate. I can't say that one piece of antiquity is more important than another, so it's each one. It pains me to part with even one, but I get it. There are other collectors out there. 400 gold pieces. Each.
For both, or for each?
No, each.
Okay.
Can I go look at the breastplate while she's talking to him about this?
Yeah.
Would it be halfling size?
It looks like it would be a little big on you, but like full disclosure, yeah, it would be halfling size if you ever activate its latent properties.
Can I guess, see if it has anything on it or I can tell anything about it?
Sure. You see, like, looks like there was once a lot more of these, but there are little, flower sigils on it somewhere. It's a weird flower. You've never seen this flower.
Like multiple flowers or like just one?
Multiple, yeah. But just like little ones, kind of like... Actually, roll real quick just roll a gut check here. Roll a wisdom.
Just a check.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, there's something familiar about it, but you can't quite place it. It's so faint. So, the dagger?
Yeah, I was interested in actually making a trade.
Trade?
Are you gonna trade the killer dagger for a new dagger?
Yeah. Yeah. I have this
I
antique
fucking
that
love
I found.
this so much.
It still has
Pretty
it
girl
looks like
blood on it.
dried blood on it, and I know if you clean it up
I'll
and
be
shine it,
putting
it would definitely...
leather armor on Lyle while she's doing this to turn him away from this interaction and distract him if I can.
Now,
Interesting. Now, where did you come across this?
I was invited as protection with the Archaeological Guild, and this was just one of the pieces that they just let me have at the time.
They just let you have it?
It's part of my payment.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, you did the you got
Yeah.
the vouchers for the Agos. I see. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice. I'd be willing, just because it looks, I'd have to spend some time cleaning and researching it.
Understandable.
I'd be willing to accept it as a partial trade-in. I'd give you 200 gold credit for it.
All right, let's do that. Let's do 200 gold credit for that, and I'm gonna get the armor. And I point to the one that I was looking at, the indiscernible one, and the dagger. And if you'll take that 200 off of that total, I'll hand you the dagger and the rest.
Okay, so 600 gold pieces.
Yep.
All right, and I will add these to inventories once, if ever they become activated.
Awesome.
Yeah, C2 wants to buy the sickle and the breastplate.
Okay.
She doesn't have anything to trade. She's just gonna pay his 800 gold.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Today's a good day.
I'm looking at the... First of all, if the studded leather armor fits Lyle, if it's of his liking, and the purple robe.
Yeah, I mean the armor would absolutely fit Lyle. Lyle does have money, so
I know.
He doesn't
I'm
have
co-
part of a forearm.
I am coercing him into buying his own things. You know, like when you go shopping with your significant other and you have to give them the shirt.
Yeah, you have to push them
to
to go
try
try
on.
stuff on. Yeah.
guys, I don't think anything here is quite my style.
Can I put that
But it
armor
looks so
on?
good on you.
Oh, wait, what looks good on me?
There it is. There
we go.
There it is.
Lyle's so moldable.
So pliable. Yeah, it just makes your hair look longer. You
Oh
really
my
don't
God.
notice that
Huh.
thin spot.
Alex takes 4 psychic damage.
Nag Lyle.
Inya's gonna have taken
I'm
her
articulating.
purchases and walk
Alright,
by and say,
I'll get it.
"Wow, you look really good in that armor." And then she's gonna walk out the door.
All right, I'll do it. I'll get it. And he hands over
How much are the
400 gold.
How much are the purple robes?
400.
400?
Yep.
YOLO.
Cyril's not sold on any of this. Are there any like trinket shops or anything interesting around? Because he's
There
not.
certainly is. You remember seeing an ad in the newspaper the previous day for Allian's Oddities? Yeah, you know that's in the square. Allian.
Yeah, buddy, going to Allian's.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Cyril to Allianz.
Oh wait, before I go there, do I see Lyle?
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not, I just go buy your daddy's armor and I just keep walking.
Come on, man. I thought it looked good. Well, I said it looked nice. He seemed kind of like
thinks you
second
look
guess.
nice too. Right?
Yeah, you think
Gobblefunk?
do you think they make a mini one? I could do some black leather.
Do you want
Nice.
something? Let's go find you a treat.
Okay, you want to find me a treat? Let's go find a treat.
Let's go to oddities. Come on.
Okay, you step inside, and this is very much like almost a duplicate of Rosemont's in that it is just jam-packed with all sorts of shit. And as Allian sees you, the only customers in the shop, says, "Oh, yes, you've come to the right place. You got to stock up on all sorts of things if ever you were to defeat the horrors that are bedeviling our city."
So you got anything cool out there?
I suppose I have all sorts of wonderful things. What are you looking for? Do you want a little bit of this? A little bit of that? Could be anything.
I'll take a these.
Oh, you want some of these? Well, I've only got one of these left, actually. It's
What
more
is
of
your
a
one
this.
these? Oh, you have a this? I haven't bought a this in a while.
So you're not a superstitious fellow, are you?
Not if it gets me a this.
Oh, perfect. Then this would be perfect for you. And he slides forward a black banded ring. There's no setting on it, but it looks like rough and like almost like it could cut you if you put it on your finger.
Yeah, I buy it immediately.
So 350 gold pieces for that.
Cannot pay fast enough, and I drop a few because, of course, I'm pulling it out with a hand with only 4 fingers.
Perfect. In addition to this ring that Cyril has just purchased, there are a few other things at Allianz that seem like they could be significant in that you see some markings, feints on each of them.
Can I take a look at
Go
the
on.
locklet and the crown?
Like,
Yeah.
wait, like a crown you put on your head?
Yes, it was it would make you look quite like a princess of sorts.
Can I take a look at the locket and the crown, please?
Yes. So as you look at the locket, you see
Yes.
on the it won't open, but on the back side of it, there is the faint outline of a sword, and the crown. There's a setting where a gemstone once was. It's cracked, and there's only like a partial bit of that gemstone left, and it looks like there was some sort of sigil that once was carved into it.
Okay. I'm gonna take a closer look at the locket. And just... You said it looks like a sword, right?
Yeah, there's the outline of a sword on the back. It's like half, rubbed away, but you can see that there's a bit of it there.
What's up with the spear?
It's curious, isn't it? Don't know. It feels like it should move, but can't seem to get it to go.
I look at it. Can I try to get it to move?
Working on a puzzle box now.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
And well, it does seem like it's some sort of a puzzle box, but like it's so like gunked up or rusted or corroded or whatever that it's not moving. I imagine just a little bit of elbow grease, and that'll have to be as good as new. But I'd certainly tried my best. But maybe you have better cleaning magics than I do, which I have not.
Cyril, this is a puzzle. Like
Sir,
puzzles.
this locket have you ever been able to open it?
No, curious, isn't it?
Yeah. Any insight in it? With the like faded sword on the back?
Perhaps it belonged to a brave warrior.
And this disc?
Yes, I don't.
How big is it?
It's about the size of your palm.
Okay, so not a frisbee.
How much for the locket?
More like a CD?
It's not that thin. It's maybe like a quarter of an inch thick, and like closer to the size of a floppy disk than a
Like
CD.
a disc golf? Or
It's metal. It's
Like a discus for a throat.
yeah, sure. But there is
Golf,
there's like a pinhole in the center of it. Looks like there was something in the center of it at one point.
And can you look through the pinhole?
You can.
Have to look through it.
Hold it. Me and
Looks-
Sisu are
looks like a
looking at
pinhole.
each other through the
Looking
pinhole.
through it at each other.
Yeah.
Upwards.
How much for the locket, sir?
$350.
It's a lot of money for something you don't know what it is.
I message
Sure
Enyo.
is.
It's your boobs.
What?
She just hears like whispering in her head.
And she's just like looking around, and she's like looking at the four of you, Lyle, Cyril, Sitsu, and Woe, and she especially like focuses on Sitsu and Woe, and she's like thinking, I know it was you. Which one of you said that? Which one of the two of you?
Do it.
You want me to buy the locket? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm
She
saying
wants
use
to-
your boobs to if you're gonna buy it.
Flirt for a discount.
Yeah, that's...
Should have done that.
God damn it, Cyril.
He was too focused thinking about Ursula.
Oh.
Well, I am now.
I was trying to justify why you didn't flirt.
Can I make an investigation on this disc?
Yeah.
Please let it be good.
Well, it almost looks like some sort of like navigational device.
I hand it to Lyle to look at. Is this worthwhile?
I mean,
Would you like this, Mr. Map Maker?
I actually really would. It looks like it could be like I don't know, primitive sextants or gyroscope or
I'm
something.
sorry, what?
Sextant, a gyroscope, a compass. I don't know. It's kind of.
Oh, I get it, because their dicks were smaller and thinner back then. That's funny.
What? Cyril?
Who?
Because it's the disc with the small hole in the.
No.
Cyril walks out of the store and starts looking for another store. So embarrassed he can't face anyone for a while.
I'm very concerned about Cyril's thoughts on other people's anatomy.
Remind me not to lend Cyril anything.
Anything that has a hole in it.
I cast
Nothing.
enlarge reduce.
Oh dear. Oh gosh.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
What are you trying to do?
I don't even
Oh,
know.
what's your thing? You just hear Seeds' voice in your head go like, flirt with him for a better price.
God.
We're like the worst way women.
Yeah, y'all are terrible.
30 feet
Roll
away.
roll a persuasion check if that's what you want to do.
Can I help her?
Sure.
Can I walk up
Oh,
behind her?
Yep.
And cast Charm Person.
Charm person. You guys are charming shopkeepers. Okay. Write that down in my book.
Pretty
of
sure
crimes.
that's illegal.
Books of crimes? He's gonna realize that I cast it, but he's also
Yeah.
I don't
Like
have a
me.
target, but
Here, let's throw a lemon on there.
Oh god.
Oh.
He was,
He had it
he was
now.
the token I had most readily available.
Haunting Enyo for
Let me make
rest
sure.
of her
Yeah, okay,
days.
I'll adjust it. The stats. Yeah, 9
Well,
certainly fails.
he's
He is
gonna know.
charmed.
So you have advantage, Enyo. You can roll that once more.
Hmm? Oh,
Woe-
should I
Woe
work?
charmed, or no? Is it just? It's just Woe that has advantage.
be like, my friend, she needs your help.
Look how good the locket looks on her.
I'm gonna have placed the locket on and put it right in between my boobs and say, "Don't you think it looks really good?" But I really don't. I can't afford to pay $350 for it. You know, I was thinking about like maybe $150. If you'd be willing to give me a discount for it, I'd really appreciate it. I would really
She is-
value it.
Rather homely, is she not?
Like the creepiest thing we've done
no,
in a long time.
Please put your bosom away.
Is he
I
gay?
must let you know that that is not my proclivity. That is not my leaning.
Cyril, come back and work.
He's gay.
Cyril,
Sarah,
Canonically, he's gay. So
get your butt back in here.
says, but your friends.
Oh.
I like your friends. Points to Will.
I
So-
pushed Lyle forward.
I would sell it for 300, and not a copperless.
I'm
What
gonna.
was the
Does he think
original
Woe's
price?
a man?
I'm just gonna start.
No,
Yeah,
but
but-
Woe charmed him.
Yeah, he only took off 50. It was 350.
That's pretty good.
That's a
You-
7th.
Yeah, that's a good deal. If
Okay.
you want it.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get it if I could. I'll go ahead and get that then.
As soon as we'll cast Charm Person, C2 is going to start leaving the store because she doesn't want to get in trouble.
It's
okay.
an hour.
You're gonna
any
add
other
all
interesting
the stuff
stories?
later, right, Nick?
You what?
You're gonna add the items and stuff later, right?
Yeah, once they become activated.
How
not gonna
much
Do anything
is
right now.
the disc?
350, but for you, 300.
How many more stores do we have?
I've got. I could put down 200.
All right, I'll cut the extra 100.
All right, sweet. Gimme.
There you
And
go.
Lyle is just like playing with it. Like, oh, so fucking cool.
Let's go.
I've
Biggest
got to figure it out.
Love it.
You're all heading out.
Yes,
Yeah.
to the next store, wherever Sue
My kid was good, so I bought him a toy at the store.
Well, you realize you are quite close to your old haunt, Bartleby's Book Nook,
Oh,
and you realize you don't know how old Bartleby's doing. It's been a while. You haven't stopped in to pick up a book in any recent days.
you guys want to go to the bookstore with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Whoa! I was not expecting that response. That's so awesome. Let's go. Oh yeah, Cyril, you would fucking love this place.
Hey,
I will,
Sue?
and don't call me sterile.
Hey,
Cyril.
You make your way to Bartleby's. You hear the bell chime as you open the door. There's a shuffle of feet. Coming. What? If it is Whoa! How are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm so good right now. Everything's wonderful in my life.
Oh, don't give me none of that. I could see right through that veneer girl dish. What's going on?
God.
Take a seat, and he directs you over to one of the plush chairs.
Okay, hold on. These are my friends.
Oh, well, welcome. Which one of them's responsible for it, huh?
What?
Which one of them's responsible for this
one,
state
and
you're in?
Inyo shoves Lyle forward to acceptable.
I don't know if it's his fault, but
This one, and Inyo's gonna shove Lyle all the way up next to Woe. Place her hands on her shoulder. This one right here, and then she's gonna walk away to go look at the books.
There's
Oh, Lyle, how you been? You haven't seen you in a little while neither. You
Oh my gosh, did you
y'all-
guys meet here?
y'all haven't come to book club in some time.
Book club. Book club.
Whoa. Did you meet Lyle at the book club?
How else do you think you meet people other than book club?
And
mean-
other than statues,
Ah.
my line of work. Former line of work, I suppose.
Commit a crime, get interviewed. Oh, sorry. Cyril leaves.
Yeah.
Well, so what's going on, Woe?
I mean, have you heard of the stuff going on in the city right now?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Did you read the paper today?
Do you have the paper from today?
I do. Of course, I got the paper from today.
I slap
my
it down
God.
in the middle of the table and we
Amazing.
all lean over it.
Paper.
You see the headline of the paper is Nightbirds Strike Again, Syndicate and Reapers Left Reeling.
Well, they got both of them.
Ooh, damn.
As you skim through, you read about the attack on a warehouse that they learned was the operations of the Reapers, but you also see as part of that story the Hall of Believers was raided, and a massive frost manufacturing ring was discovered in the basement,
So
along with
both
dozens and dozens of dead syndicates.
I was gonna say that's the
Damn.
syndicate space, isn't it?
Yeah.
You also see that the people are calling for accountability from the Heptarchy, as well as there's a piece about the election tomorrow, and all eyes are on the two candidates, Amira Honeycrest and Jura Asteria, and there's an opinion piece decrying their lack of action and their silence thus far on with all of the murders that have been going on.
I mean, silence is kind of fair. Kendra Horn spoke up.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for any mentions of wanted?
Yeah.
There is on the second page. There is very clearly a portrait of the group of you all.
Yep.
I glance up.
How do
to
they do
see
with the likenesses?
reaction because he obviously wanted me to see it. But I'm also like seeing, is he like
Does he care?
reaching for his gun under the counter, or is he like, yep, sucks to be you?
And so he's not like, doesn't seem like he's about to like do any quick moves or anything like that. No.
Okay.
How's the
We
picture
keep
look, by the
reading.
way? Yeah, how do our pictures look? Do they actually look like anything
Oh,
like
like,
us?
did they get a likeness? Do we look cool?
Do we look
you
hot?
you look surly. You look, just they look like mugshots. They're, police sketches. They're like, it's clearly you, but
Like
it's
hot mug shots?
no, you are not in that Reddit thread of hot mugshots.
Damn it.
We're not on the front page of Jailbirds.
Yeah. Can we flip through and see if there's anything that just stands out as...
Yeah, like missed connections.
Makes connections.
You
makes
go to the
sad-
misconnections and you see that printed word for word again is spellbound at my devise W4 whiz.
Do we see anything else that's like odd or different?
You do not.
Daryl, I think.
You're supposed to wait 3 days!
Whoa, Shug.
Yeah.
I know why you're in a bad mood. Clearly, the yahoos down at the old Nuts Hall don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Because how could little old you and little old him be involved? Yeah, I knew it as soon as I heard it and read it. There's not a drop of truth
It's
to
a
that.
setup.
Well,
They're looking for a scapegoat.
yeah, of course. So you know what? You go ahead and you browse, find something you like, take your mind off things. Just enjoy the shop. I can lock up if you'd like. Give you some privacy.
You have any books that are real thinking pieces where, like, you read it and, like, you start really thinking about stuff? The existential kind.
Oh, you talking about like the some philosophy, some self-help, that sort of thing?
Yes, exactly that. More on the
Yeah.
self-help side. I've got plenty of philosophy around. Too many gods to choose from.
I've got some training manuals, but I'd be willing to let y'all take off my hands.
You'll let us buy them?
I'd let you buy them, and I'll give you a great discount.
I love training manuals.
Do you have any books on the families of the Asherites? Just like their lineage?
Shoot, darling, of course we do.
I know it's probably a lot. I've never looked into it, and I was just curious with all the chaos going
That's a
on.
well-documented family. So, if you're looking on a history of the five family, then look no further than Nikos Little Silver. He's an excellent. And he goes off and he comes back a few months later with a thick leather-bound book, and it's just called The Five Families by Nikos Little Silver.
Okay. How much does he...
For training manuals, I've been called a fancy lad before. You have anything for a fancy lad? Then the follow-up to that is... Yeah, go ahead. And then I got another kind of book. It might be a little bit rare, but yeah, fancy lad first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you take a look, and he brings back a collection of books, and you've seen these sort of books before, Cyril. These are your run-of-the-mill self-help, like a little bit of philosophy, maybe like the most minor of magics that you might learn. Like, makes your illusion primer look like absolute calculus. It doesn't look like in this batch that there's much that is going to actually be of service to you.
Well,
is that not to your liking?
I don't know how to say this without sounding pretentious, so I'm going to power through. I'm a little better than these.
Are you a collector of rare books?
Oh, I do rare.
Because I've got some rare books that I keep in, back in my private quarters that I'd be willing to let you at least take a gander at.
I'm down for private.
We're also looking if you have anything for just.
Well, I couldn't hear that. What?
Yeah, I'm saying, if you want to take some of these off my hands, let me go get my stack. And you hear him throwing books into like piles. He says, "No, gotta keep that. Could never part with that. That's like my firstborn." And then it comes back after maybe like 10 minutes with a stack of 8 books. He says, "They might not be to your liking, but they might just be something that you find helpful or interesting." So
Perfect.
You see the following books: The Battle of Ballet by Celestine Vink, Habitual Rituals by Brelwig, Hit Smarter, Hit Harder by Erdok Farfall, How to Train Your Pseudo-Dragon Volume 2 by Tavitus Nadir, Leave No Survivors by Mora the Bold, Limits Are for Casuals by Inigo Selman, An Ode to the Plan List by Gertrude Effelpfeffer, and Opening the Arcane Eye by Erasmus Gray.
Oh, God, those are such good titles!
That's so funny. My other character in the other campaign I'm playing in is Mara, and she's a fighter, and she's like super like hardcore, and it's just like
Nice.
it just fits so perfectly. How much for all of them?
The whole lot?
Yeah.
Phew. So let me do some calculations. It says normally I'd sell these for like 500 gold pieces a piece. But if you wanted to go the whole lot, I'd do 24.
Oh, I don't have that, unfortunately.
Well, what if we combine some of our money together? Whoa.
500 towards it.
I can contribute 0 pieces.
Can contribute 700. Well, I was just saying
we
if
need
you
12
guys
more.
want books.
You guys in for 6 apiece?
Why are we buying all?
They're self-help books. Self.
What's up, like?
We don't have to buy them all.
No,
I was
I
just
mean,
wondering.
I would like...
Self-help. You just need 600 apiece for a self-help book.
Cyril, I don't have 600 apiece. I've invested in equipment thus far.
And you shot her wad.
But
All right.
can I be reviewing the Asher Heights book?
How much for 3 of them? 4 of them. How much for 4?
I give you the same rate. I do 300 a piece if you're looking to
300
break it
a
up.
piece?
Yeah.
You do 4. Well,
I
it's 1
want...
apiece. We each get a self-help book. Cyril's in. He's putting 500 up.
I want... I still gotta go get tattoos, guys.
Oh, we won't have
we
enough for
don't have to
tattoos
do
if we buy the books.
I mean, Ruby
Tattoo
loves
husband
tattoos.
really-
Enya doesn't really like tattoos.
You guys don't want to get matching tattoos?
I would love
Well,
to, but we'll be out of money
down
until we
for
buy the books.
tattoos.
But we should buy the books. These are awesome.
I'm down for tattoos. Caesar's. I was just gonna say Caesar's never.
All right. I'll just get 1 book.
I will buy 1 book. I will buy the
Alright.
How to Train Your Pseudo Dragon.
Gobblefunk
Alright,
is probably
oh.
what he's you buy that one.
God, limits
I
are for
will make-
casuals or opening the Arcane Eye. Opening the Arcane Eye looks like it's like tailor-made for Cyril, but limits are for casuals just sounds so awesome.
Is that the one you want?
I guess opening the Arcane Eye. No, judgment call.
Go with your gut. Like which sounds
Limits
more
are for
fun? to you?
casuals. That sounds awesome.
All right.
Nick, can I get this?
How much for 1? 300?
Can I get the Asher Heights book? Just for me.
Yeah,
It's free
free.
to
Yeah,
read.
free to read. Free
Yeah.
to read.
I want to read.
If
as
you want
much
to take
as-
it with you, though, I'd 15 gold. That's a bargain. Book that size.
Can
Normally 25.
Gotcha. Can I skim through it real quick to make sure it's even going to provide me with something, Nick?
Oh yeah, you see like this complicated web of genealogy, family trees. There's like histories of the 5 families. There's a lot of information in here.
All right, I'll part with it. I'll pay the 15.
Okay.
Last thing, and this might be a long shot, but have you ever heard of an Archichobi stone? Arkanako. Arcanex.
I mean, we got books on mythical, legendary artifacts. If that's what you're talking
Yeah, that's
about.
kind of what it is. Definitely before the schism. I mean, we're talking something that's really old, but it was kind of foundational to their society. So it makes sense that it was documented somewhere if it survives. I don't know if you have anything that could give us hints on specifically the origin, creation,
What's your
myths
oldest
around
history
them?
book?
History, yeah, or like a technical manual if they made it for, the magical how-tos of these things.
Oh, the sort of book you're describing is not something you're gonna find at a shop like this. That's
Yeah, I
that's
can
something
imagine.
you'd find in maybe the archives of the Great Keep or maybe the
Alright,
Society of
final offer.
Librarians.
Okay.
10 gold
well,
to tell us where we could find information on where we could find that book.
I mean, I just gave it to you for free.
it.
Yeah.
It just tell us.
Hey,
I'm confused. Well, what do I do with 10 gold?
Give it to me.
Put it in the donation bin. Hey, so what's your closest fantasy book that was written so far ago that you can't even remember? I'm looking for something
Like
That
old
was-
legends.
I'm
Right.
looking for fiction that might not be fiction. It-
Yeah.
That's meta, but I'm looking for something that was written.
Legends but from before the schism or something.
Yeah, but it's like a fantasy book.
The old Martyria.
Like a fantasy book about old Martyria.
No. It doesn't have to be about Martyria. I'm looking for the oldest fantasy book that you have on record.
Okay. Let me go take a look.
Or religion too. I don't care.
Let me
The
let me go.
oldest classified fiction.
I think I know what you're looking. And he goes back into his room and he comes back with a book. It's looks just ancient. The writing on the spine is the only writing that has like survived on the cover, and it says "The Silent Century."
How much would you want for something like this?
This is like absolutely one of a kind. It's the oldest book I've got. If you were delicate, I'd let you read it. Maybe, but I don't know if I would part with it. Whoa.
Have
Okay.
you read it?
I've tried. Some of it I can't read because I don't understand what it says. You know, it's kind of like an old-timey sort of dialect.
I mean, that'd be really great if we had a linguist with us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
right here.
for
Sorry,
fuck's
what?
sake! And
Do you
India
have
storms out
comprehend
carrying the
Do you have
Astromite's book with her.
comprehend languages?
Uh-huh.
Sick. Can you start on that? Let's go. You and me
Oh
together.
well, if you really want the book, I'd sell it to you. Just make me an offer. I've been good to you. Be good to me.
I was trying to hold it in because if someone doesn't say something stupid.
What if?
How about... Okay, I know your weakness. How about an entire year's worth of free pastries when the shop opens back up?
Now, when is that going to be?
It's going to be in a month from now.
Can I get that in writing? Because I don't. Not that I don't trust you, Wo, but like you could tell me that, and then your mom and dad just come around and say, "Wo ain't got the authority to write checks like that."
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yep. Totally. I'll sign it in blood.
Oh no, that's a bit much. I just meant like, could you maybe like get them to?
Oh, get them to sign off on it?
Yeah, you know, just so. Hell, they can come stop by and let me know. I know
Oh,
that
I'm
you're.
literally like
Mom's
signing over my share. You understand I'm a third partner.
You're a third partner. Since
Yeah,
when?
3 ways.
Since you got 50% of the eyes.
Roll deception check.
Guidance.
I'm
I
not there.
love it.
Fuck guidance. Oh my god.
Guide. We'll need the guidance.
Guidance hard.
Hey.
Well, I guess it makes some sense. Okay, you don't
You're
need to do it in
only child.
blood or nothing like that. That's a bit extreme. Okay, free pastries for a year and coffee
Yeah. Of
and
course. Given.
and I want a book from you. It doesn't have to be now.
Okay.
Some at some point I'll share something with me.
100%.
All right. Deal.
Deal.
And he gives you a copy of the book.
So, you ready?
Are we reading it here?
We're not.
Or we can read somewhere else.
We're not reading it right now, at the very least.
Sorry. Sorry.
We
Not
checking out the
bring that
tattoo
on
shop
me.
before the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the last shop, Nick? And of the shops that we were going to go through? Yeah. Let's go to the tattoo shop. Inya's already walked over there, by the way. She left after you
Thank
guys
you.
reminded her
Thank
about the
you
linguist.
for your hospitality. We love you.
Oh, Shug, you know that I love you for now and forever. Just take care of yourself. Keep reading. Kids these days.
Keep reading, everybody.
Oh, the sweetest little librarian dude.
Love it.
You make your way, Enyo and the others are quick to follow, to Gilly Knox Exotic Inks. And when you step inside, you hear like the buzz of like these tattoo guns powered by some sort of device that you're unfamiliar with. You see other people getting stick and poke. You see that there are like just all of these vials of like ground, looks like gemstones, of various colors, and you see that one of the employees is like in a mortar and pestle grinding gemstones and adding some sort of liquid to them, and creating various inks. And for the sake of time, I will let you know what you can, what tattoo benefits you can receive. Know that every one of the tattoos requires an attunement slot, so you can't go hog wild and spend $1 billion here. So just some boosts.
Hypothetically speaking, if we got one, could we add to it, like the AC +1, but we can't afford it all, so then +2 later, or speed or something? Or is it 1 and then you'd have to save up and get all of it all over again?
So, like, if you got a tattoo right now, like, say you got, like, AC +1, like, I would rule it the same way that, like, attunement, like, if you're breaking the attunement of an item would work otherwise. Like, you'd have to, like, come back here, get the tattoo, if not removed, then at least added on to. Yes, I guess, yeah.
Cover up.
Yeah, sure, a cover up, yeah.
It's just like, it's like when you get the outline and then you have to come back for the coloring.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, some of those are pretty baller.
Oh yeah, I'm getting.
All right.
Keep in mind, all of the items that you also bought require attunement slots. So
Yep.
That's what I was
Including
thinking.
the books.
the books are feats, so they do not.
I'm good. I'm, as much as I would like to get a tattoo, I've bought 3 items that I'm more fascinated with, and another one that gonna be interesting to delve into along with my missives. So I'm good, and I want to save some money.
So, I don't know how to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm kind of your tank, and I don't have enough money to be a little bit more tanky, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, do you guys want me to get a tattoo? Because I'll do it for you, and for your gold.
Are you asking us to buy you a tattoo?
No. I'm suggesting that you want me to have a tattoo.
He's asking us to buy him a tattoo.
How much gold do you have left, Cyril?
Not enough for a tattoo.
More or less than 20?
More or less than 100.
Define more, because I sort
Alright,
of
we're
owe
done.
some money to a church.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I forgot about that.
I thought they told you to just leave and never come back, though.
They don't want
That's
that
not
money.
what Cyril heard. He
Okay.
heard leave and never come back until you have the money.
Cyril, that was the place that got raided in connection to the syndicate.
Yeah, they
I
were
owe
the
them.
frost.
Alex knows that, but
Okay, just making sure.
I owe them money. They're hurting right now, and they need somebody to help them rebuild.
I mean, if anything, you should be begging Sitsu, because I think she has the most gold left out of all of us.
Probably, but I'm not gonna pay for your tattoo.
Plus, I owe Father Carlisle specifically.
This is why I'm not gonna pay for your tattoo. That's not.
No, you don't have to pay
owe
for
a
all of it. I
religious
just need
man.
a portion of it.
How big of a portion?
Half.
Which tattoo do you want?
I mean, I want to feel more, AC-ish, but we can make it whatever you guys want. Something badass.
What is your AC at now, Cyril?
13. Unless I'm mage
With-
armory.
I was like, with mage armor?
Then 16.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Fine, we can come back.
I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Okay.
I'm
what?
Going,
What do you want, Mac?
I want to get like a neck piece,
Oh, heavens.
Oh, that's sick. This ain't your first one, is it?
like a bunch of like just like a heavy metal, like sick ass like line work, you know? You know
Like
exactly
metal
what I'm.
font,
Oh yeah, but
like
you
tree
can't-
root font that no
yeah,
one can
fucking
read.
just thick, like around my whole throat.
You've got a color in mind?
Black.
Black. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hope you like pain. And they get to work.
I'm gonna get speed plus 10 and ability score plus 1.
Okay, so that would combine into 1, so that'd be for 450. Okay. Which ability score are you bumping?
Charisma.
Your jaw.
I'm taking it to beautiful 20.
20.
Wow, I can carry so much stuff now. I feel so light.
Yeah, you got yourself down to almost nothing.
Is no one else getting a tattoo?
I'm trying to decide of what.
Nah, I can't afford it.
Also,
Yeah,
I don't think I
I
have.
I've got enough ink, I think.
I got a necklace, armor, and a new dagger. Whoa, I'm good. And a
I
book.
don't have the attunement slots for a tattoo. If
I am not using any attunement slots.
I'm using 2, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what. I don't.
Right now, Sitsu? Yeah, just the hourglass.
Oh, the chalice.
The chalice is not, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any attunement slots.
Yeah, you don't have
Correct.
any. So all the stuff you have bought, you'll have to activate with Arcanexes.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought that when you were talking about that.
I want to do.
Oh, get a neck tat.
Oh, on a random note, can anyone spot me an Arcanex for a minute?
Sitsu pulls her like collar down where there's just that like brand of Maven, and she's like, I think I'm good with tattoos.
Okay. Anybody have anything else that they want to buy?
No.
So
So reading.
let me just clarify that I got everything. Enyo, you got the locket, the dagger, the armor. You also got a book on the 5 families. Sitsu, you got the sickle and the breastplate.
Mhm.
Lyle got the black leather and the compass. Woe got the robes, How to Train Your Pseudo-Dragon, and this ancient book, The Silent Century. Cyril got the ring. Limits are for casuals. And that's it. And whoa, you already got your tattoo benefits. Dope.
How many Arcanexes do we have?
I just looked, including lemons and the OG.
How
Say
How
that
many?
again?
Including lemons and the OG, you have 6.
What?
I currently have
Excluding-
1 in my inventory.
Excluding Lemon and the OG, which I have right now.
So we have 4
We have
others.
4.
They just
I have Arcanex in my inventory, but I thought I
Yeah.
had one of the blank
You have a
ones. Is
blank
it a
one.
live
Not-
one?
No, that's a live one.
I
Oh,
still
shit,
have
using it.
the-
No.
I still have the
not
OG.
right here.
Hold on, but
Not
no,
Outside?
No.
I didn't think Cyril had one because last time he asked, he was just getting a blank one from Woe.
He recovered one from one of the sisters
Yeah.
while
Oh,
he and
okay.
Will
Yeah.
Okay.
checked him
When,
out. Same
when
with Will.
we finish tattoos, whatever, I will offer up the Le Chauffin house as a safe place for us
Okay.
if we want to figure out where to go next. Also, if we want to use Arcanexes to turn some of these things on.
Yeah, I have. I only bought 1 item to activate because I only have 1 Arcanex to use because I'm not going to use the OG. We're going to keep the OG.
I'm not
We have-
using lemons.
4 that are usable if we're excluding lemons.
Lemons and the OG. So that's enough for each person to activate 1 item.
Mhm.
And if we find where Le Chauffin were doing their sacrifice, we could find more.
Well, I already have 1 activated item because I have the ring, the mana font ring.
Yeah.
I know.
So, I think as it is getting rather late, that this would maybe be a good place for us to stop. We
Right.
can
Can I
talk
at least
more.
Activate my ring and figure out what it is.
Alex, I will send you what the ring does.
Oh,
since
thank God,
since I know you're
couldn't
going to activate it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Same thing with the book, if that's cool, but I can wait on that one if you want. But I really want to know what this ring is.
I know you do, Alex. Yeah, good. You guys got some good stuff. There was also some good stuff left on the counter. But you know what? I wanted to make enough things that you had to choose.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
No, you came up with some really clever shit.
You don't know what anything does.
I was actually agonizing over it, and
Was
It's
very
the question
close
of
to-
what to activate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Very
Indeed.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see everybody next week, right? Nobody's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Everybody said bye.
yep,
Perfect.
I'm in next week. Following week, I might have a work thing that I'm gonna have to miss
Bye,
for. It's
stream.
90% right now.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.